pasta in your head. It tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it.
I just started there.
Yeah. We've ended careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Plain hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? Hey, we got ups, but I wouldn't say we beef. How the saying goes, it's a two-way street. Get me on the pipe and you know they had a tweak. I'm just trying to lay my name, you get what I'm speaking. We entertain the masses and anywhere the weekend. There's some asshole think that he can press the lead and put the whole squad down, get out within the weekend. But we stars, boys, so continue, go and see. We've ended careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Play hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? Talk big game till you load it ain't one. Got your nails on this track's another freight ton. Not a single dub, so you gotta make one. G, get domino, trying to cook some great stuff.
You can keep ducking, this be the season for hunting. We down and new in our treasures while casually pressing your buttons. You keep pretending and nothing, but we can tell you be button. Try threatening us with a poker, but your face looking all tough. And we calling out all your bluffs and we telling you what is left. And we saying enough's enough, but you trying to keep acting tough. If you really think that you run, let me tell you, you ain't the one. Cause the song will be nothing speakers and the whole team finna pump it, y'all.
We've ended careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Plain hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked it aside of your door. Use the one who will get to seven. Where was that bravado you had a hot minute ago? We eating pasta in your head. It tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it good. Yeah. Who is the king? Cruising around with nowhere to go, watching the world through a blurred window. Take all comers, but they too slow, breaking through all known barriers. So run your car, not your mouth, 'cause out here there's no room for cowards. Flash of life is all you see, just another day when you're a drift king. You lost your crown, lost your place, picked back up, left in disgrace. Flash of life is all you see, just another day when you're a drift king. Who is the king? Who is the king? Cruising around with nowhere to go, watching the physical world implode. Take all comers, but ain't no show. So what next but the sound barrier? So run your car, not your mouth, 'cause out here there's no room for cowards. The flash of life is all you see, just another day when you're drifting. You lost your crown, lost your place, picked back up, left in disgrace. The flash of life is all you see, just another day when you're drifting. So run your car and not your mouth. Out here there's no room for cowards. Lost your crown and lost your place, picked back up, left in disgrace. Run your car and not your mouth. Out here there's no room for cowards. Lost your crown and lost your place, picked back up, left in disgrace.
Thank you, user, for the follow.
I guess AI is just ruining everything then.
According to these dumbasses, yes.
Listen, if you ask me, I'm tired of AI taking up all my resources. I couldn't care if they use AI to generate ideas.
Oh, I couldn't care either.
I just care that my AI is
Hi, Jack.
taking up all my silicone wafers.
Also true.
That's good mash. No, I'm too high.
How long do they have bubble pops? I don't know. But hi, chat. Welcome to Dogwave. The best show of the week.
Is it?
Absolutely. How long did COVID last? COVID lasted end of 2019 through 2023.
If you ask the government or some people from the government, it's still going on.
It's still technically going. Just yeah.
We're in
some
long
people.
COVID.
Oh my god, fully animated dog. Oh yeah, new model. For some people who don't know, hi, I have a new model. Big temp, little mama. Yeah. Welcome Gabby, welcome Farrell, welcome Requiem, welcome Cauldroneer.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome Magma.
I
Hi,
am
everyone.
testing things because I wanted to like make it easier for me to see things, you know? And so my CPU is, you know, it's struggling just a little bit on my second PC. Yeah, no, never mind. It's fine.
OBS
It's
and
fine, it's
VTube
fine.
Studio, we'll do that.
It should be fine. No, I'm using my Xeneon Edge to display my chat and my Streamlabs alerts. I'm debating on if I want to keep it to those two or if I want to use something different. Just to make it easier for me to see certain things. I was gonna be home labbing 120B models for movie recommendations on a server rack. I was thinking about like running OpenAI eventually, but like not right now. I don't have right now. My current project is waiting until Temp sends me this NUK, and then I'm gonna see if I can get a Minecraft server running on it for myself and my roommate.
Indeed.
And then I'm gonna see.
My second CPU is struggling. What a flex. Not inaccurate.
Listen, the CPU on my secondary PC, you know, I might upgrade it eventually to a nicer AMD CPU, unless this is the best one for AM4, just because
What do you have on that one?
I don't know, it's an AM4 one. It's not AM5.
That's helpful.
I know, right? I don't know which one it is.
Week. That's great, Festiva.
No, but like I need to eventually, because I think that's part of the problem is the CPU consumption.
I guess Valve isn't lying. The Steam machine will be cheaper than a budget PC with the way these RAM prices are going.
Oh yeah. Probably.
I'm not so sure about that one.
Probably.
I mean, will it be cheaper than a regular PC? Probably, but
you know what? I have an idea.
I don't think it'll be cheap. And to be fair, the prices that people were estimating might not be accurate anymore because we suspect Valve will also raise the prices because they never technically announced the prices.
Sure.
So,
no. All right. So instead of having the chat down there, it's gonna have my activity feed from Kick. So whenever somebody tells me to drink water on Kick, I'll see it. So I don't have to have it open anywhere else. That's awesome.
1,200 minimum activation for the GameCube.
I hope not.
No, I don't think so. I mean, probably a decent guess, but I don't think so.
I hope not. That would make me not want to buy it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, fair.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I would probably not want to buy it if it was that expensive.
Models being funky. Hold on.
Yours?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I did nothing, but the mouth is like refusing to like open with my mouth.
Are you sure you did nothing?
I'm positive I did nothing. I'm just going to increase the sensitivity on that, and you know, that might work. Crank that to 100. Why not? I'll mess with it later.
Interesting.
Valve was probably in talks with the manufacturer for RAM when the AI binge started. Still prefer the 700, 800 range. That's what I expect for the Steam frame.
Maybe. I'm still just upset that like Micron has been bought out for like the next 5 years. I mean, like we knew they were gonna walk away from consumer RAM. I just am still pissed off that that's what they decided to do.
No, yeah. Tempest nerfed Akko's size. He couldn't handle his power.
I don't think that's what happened, chat.
Yeah, models being funky. I will troubleshoot it over the Monday and Tuesday to see if I can maybe fix things. If it comes down to it, maybe this will be the kick in the nuts I need to get my streaming PC going.
Maybe.
Because part of the problem with setting up my stream PC is I got to sit down with the Elgato Wavecast software, but that requires me buying it, which is $50. And then I have to unplug one of my displays, plug my capture card in, plug it into the back of my computer or in my GPU. So it's a whole thing, but hopefully the Wavecast will fix the audio problems.
What audio problems are you having right now?
Just getting audio without changing my main display, my main setup.
Oh,
Because I want to be able to use my main setup the way I have been using it when my stream PC is off. Because a lot of stream setups are like, well, if you want to run dual PC streaming, you need to plug like all your audio equipment into your stream PC. And I'm like, no.
Not happy with the files right now? I'm assuming you're talking about the Epstein files. And I know a lot of people aren't really happy with it right now. Not gonna lie, there really isn't much you and I can do about it other than just say how upset we are, honestly.
I'm not even remotely surprised.
Well,
this is what I expected.
I've told people, and you know, you're still allowed to be disappointed even though I've mentioned this, so I won't say you're not allowed to be upset. But I told people you will never be satisfied with the Epstein files. It does not matter what they put out in it. It will not be satisfying to actually dispel the problems that people are having with the current administration or just in general. It's just not going to happen. It's never going to happen. You're never going to be happy with it. Because and here's the thing. Here's the sucky thing. We may one day see a version of the files that are less redacted, but it doesn't matter because you could still think, well, maybe there's more that they're hiding. And guess what? That is their fault. It is their fault that now you might just think to yourself, this isn't enough because they have to be hiding something else. And that's the way I see it. It's just like, it doesn't matter if it like is all of the files that are redacted, which are supposed to be nothing but victim names and individuals who worked on it. But it doesn't matter because what will happen is you're going to look at, even if they say this is completely unredacted and there is nothing left, you're going to be like, there's more. I know there is, and you're lying to me. And they did that to themselves. They did that to themselves. Badly.
No, yeah.
So, wait for a 4chaner to leak the files. Yeah, good luck with that.
No.
Good luck with that.
Unlike most things the government does, this one has been locked down with like everything imaginable. This is the one thing they don't want getting out because they know if once this gets out, all their lives are ruined. Straight up.
Well, what? What?
I wasn't prepared for you to put that on.
Oh, I see.
It's fine. It's fine.
Temp is quiet. Speak.
Akko's trying to censor the dog.
Speak.
Woof. Ah, woo.
I don't know how, chat. He's already 100% on Discord. Like, I can't really turn him up anymore. Also, can people tell me if my if I sound any different or better? Because I tried to mess with the gain just a little bit so it doesn't sound horrible. Here's the thing that really sucks. I tried listening to myself on my on the mixer. On the mixer I sound just fine. So it's not really just, it's not that. I honestly am not quite sure what it is. By the way, Chad, I have this in the background while we're talking here. So I really don't know what it is. It probably has something to do with my OBS settings, and I need to put something on the OBS settings, because I do think there used to be some filters on there. I just don't remember what they are.
Mm-hmm. So, chat, as usual, if you want to see the news up front, you got to come to my stream. If you want to see game, MommaOcco stream.
Game and news. Excuse me. There's both. I sound more tired. Chat, let me tell you, tomorrow is day 6. All right, I am exhausted. I am fucking exhausted. I've not been fucking up at work, but I've been like making minor mistakes, and I'm like, I don't make minor mistakes. What the fuck am I doing? And I sat back and I thought about it, and I was like, actually, I know what's going on. It's the end of the year, and I'm extremely overburdened by things, and so I think I'm just like ready for Christmas. The thing that sucks is, you know, we have Christmas, but I have to work Christmas Eve. I was like, fuck. I was kind of hoping I didn't have to do that, but you know, I do. I am working Christmas Eve.
Ooh, well, that actually might solidify my plans a little bit better.
Well, I'm still planning to stream on that day. I just yeah, I still plan to stream that day. By the way, chat, I think I'm going to be doing my sponsored stream, I think, on that day. It'll either be on Tuesday or Wednesday. Depends on if I get the camera on Tuesday before it's time to start streaming. If I get the camera, then I will do it.
Right.
I work Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Well, Friday. I mean, like, that makes a lot of sense, because what's going to happen?
Friday's the day after Christmas.
Yeah, people are going to work those days. I actually work the day. I don't work I don't work the day after Christmas, but I work the day after that, because I have training that day.
Right.
I have extended training that day. I need to do my shield. Metal parts, I need that.
Well, I guess I should also discuss what my plan is for Christmas as well then.
Okay.
I might be starting a Final Fantasy XIV playthrough on stream on Saturday,
Really?
Wednesday.
Why?
Because I want to.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I was just like, why 14?
Why are you doing the thing you want to? Because I want to.
I was just like, why 14? 14. You've played through 14 a lot.
I've only ever done one full playthrough.
Yeah, but you restarted a lot, so I was just like, I guess you've not played it on stream, have you?
I played like content on stream, but I've never done the story on stream.
Ooh, you know what? We're gonna go to that.
I was
hatch.
going to wait to do it until I hit that point, like number-wise.
Okay.
But I've just been wanting to do it again, and I knew it's going to take a long time for me to actually do it. So I'm just going to start it early.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
not
got
like
an
it actually matters.
8-day shift. Holy crap, chat. Sorry, I'll finish.
It's not like there's actually like a chronological order to do these things in.
No. Chat, I would tell you, I can't work more than 6 days in a row at my job, because there is driving involved. My boss, but my boss wouldn't mind if I worked every single day, honestly. He'd be okay with it because he likes me. But like, the way that it works is when there is driving involved, you are regulated by the Department of Transportation. You cannot work more than 6 days in a row. You have to take a day off in between, because otherwise you are... And I like working that long. I understand why, because I legit feel like death right now. And so after tomorrow, like, Tuesday is going to be nice. And Tuesday's going to be nice. And that's about the end of it. And then I have to work Wednesday.
At least you get Thursday off.
I get Thursday and Friday off. Thursday and Friday. I'm excited about that. recalibrate your senses, something like that. Something like that. I don't think that's what that's like. I think they just want you to sleep. And it's like understandable why truckers don't do this, because if they did, they would probably like fall apart themselves, you know. So, but yeah, not to complain about the whole thing, because like I'm making money, you know, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just tiring.
Right.
6 12-hour shifts lined up Thursday. Have fun with that. All my shifts are 10s, but I can finish before the 10 hours thing and be done. It just behooves me to like get close to the time, because I don't get paid for. I don't get those missing hours.
We got a raid. Raid Master the Voidwalker Supreme. Welcome.
Did you
Thank
get
you
raided,
for the raid.
or did I get raided?
I got raided.
Oh, congratulations.
Welcome, Raiders. What were you all doing today?
I didn't realize a safety hatch just takes you back home, and I used it. Well, at least I left with all the stuff I had. Congrats on your raid. Oh, goodness.
I would just beat Spore. Fantastic. Spore's a great game.
Spore's a game that you beat?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Well, if no one knows, hi, I'm Temp. I'm a local dog. Primarily do variety content, with Sunday being a fairly news-heavy day. Otherwise, thank you for the raid. Didn't know Temp could get raids. Yay, feature enablement. I've been able to get raids for a while.
Raids. You get raids.
I have gotten multiple raids at a single time.
Congratulations.
So chat, we got a lot of
Why
stuff today.
is Discord like being retarded with the...
When isn't it?
It doesn't want to stay on top again. I'm really upset with Discord and not doing the stay on top thing. There it goes. Fucking hate it when it does that. Okay. Sorry, continue.
You know what? Since we were talking about Valve, why don't we start with Valve?
We can do that. Gosh damn it, it did it again. Oh, goodness.
Boop. Oh, God. Okay.
I just wish it would always stay on top
again.
thing.
They did. Discord has just been going to shit for months now.
At least they're not sold to anybody yet.
At least not sold to anyone yet, but I fully expect them to be bought out by like Microsoft at some point.
That wasn't that like the plan or some shit for them to get bought out by Microsoft?
Yeah.
Am I looking forward to Christmas? I'm sure. I'm looking forward to some days off is what I'm looking forward to. Days that I can sleep in. Although with Christmas, I'll be doing a 12-hour stream. Probably won't start that immediately in the morning, but I will be doing that.
I won't. Well, okay. Actually, I'm not going to say I won't be live on Christmas Day. There is actually a chance. It's just, it will not be going on the schedule because there is a chance I don't go celebrate Christmas with family.
Because family is sick.
Family is sick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, but
Chat, he wishes.
If family does not get sick, or family does not get better by then I will probably end up streaming all day Christmas Day as well.
Chat, he kind of wishes that family gets better so that he can go out.
Flu? No, just a cold.
Ooh, I can level up the explosive station. Fuck yeah.
But chat, so we were actually looking on stream a couple days ago, and I didn't even realize they put this down here. Apparently Valve is officially stopped producing the LCD Steam
You're not
Decks
streaming,
altogether.
by the way.
Oh, thank you. So no longer will we be doing? We will be getting LCD models for the Steam Deck. I'm not
The
overly
base
surprised about
bitch
this.
version of the Steam Deck.
Yeah. So the only two models you can buy now are the 512 gig OLED and the 1 terabyte OLED.
Okay. They're encouraging people
again,
to buy the OLED.
They're encouraging people to buy the OLED. The OLED is just an actually like superior model anyway,
Mhm.
spec wise, even. So it is better. Like if you bought an original Steam Deck like MommaOcco did, like I wouldn't even fret. It's like, okay, like Valve's not going to stop supporting that. It's the same operating system.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the problem isn't whether or not they are gonna hold it in support. Problem is just it's not being sold anymore.
Yeah. Absolutely. Which is fine. This also could be a minor precursor to like, well, we don't need to have all these Steam Deck options when we're also about to be releasing the Steam Frame and the Steam Machine and stuff like that.
Yep.
So LCD one is gone, which means the only options are 550 and 650.
Price wise? Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Because the 256 model was 400.
Yeah.
And yeah, Grim Reaper's right. Probably can't afford to make the LCD with a component skyrocketing in price. Also very true. It is probably just not beneficial to them.
I still remember getting the original. It was I remember like I wanted to wait because I was not wanting to buy when it was brand new, because whenever something is brand new it doesn't work very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's why oh, go ahead.
I ended up buying the 64 gig LCD model because it was at that time it was just a 64 gigabyte model because the OLEDs didn't exist at that point. Because the idea was, because when we were hearing about it from like different news outlets, different like tech creators, Valve themselves even, we knew that we were going to be able to upgrade it. And I'm like, well, if I can upgrade it, why don't I just go for the smaller model and then just upgrade it myself?
Yeah.
Like, it is actually cheaper to buy a 64 gig and then buy a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD for it.
And now you just are kind of forced to buy the OLED.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, I mean, like, the OLED screen is superior, so maybe it's... now, I don't know of this for actuality, but maybe a normal LCD screen is just, like, maybe it's cheaper to just go with one screen. I mean, like, if you have a system that produces things on a line, I would imagine it is cheaper. Thank you, Avenge, for the raid. I would imagine it is cheaper to only produce one type on a production line. And an LCD screen, even though it might not be that different, I can expect that it is maybe just a little bit of a difference. Enough to the point where it's just like, well, if we're not making money on this, we probably don't need to sell it anymore. And I could see them saying that as a justification.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you for the 2 Dogwave tags. I appreciate it.
Dogwave. We're gonna hide that. Sorry. I'm putting up the new image that Gabby made for me.
Oh, did what image?
Boop. Where is it?
I hear them.
Here it is.
I hear them. Little spiders. There it is.
The Noro Christmas temp.
There we go. Kill it.
Warehouse space for the same price of the OLED screen, I bet. Probably does.
Are you gonna show it to chat?
It's on my screen. I can bring it up to my
There we kill these little
on here.
little fuckers. Yes, my chat would like to see it.
Let me see if I can find it. I think Gabby did send it to me in DMs. I can just grab it from there. No? Where is it? Is it here? That works. Here we go, chat.
Oh my gosh. See, you're embracing Doro, and I think that's going to make some Gonna make some yippies a little bit frustrated. They might cast
You
out the
also
dog.
got a Doro.
I got a Doro, but that doesn't mean that I feed it.
Chat. Akko also got a Doro.
It doesn't mean that it gets fed. Why is its ass sticking out? Oh my gosh. Like, I just noticed that. I was like, wait a minute. Its ass is like sticking out there. Oh my gosh.
It's great. I love it.
I hate that that's like the first thing I noticed when I looked at it again.
That's the first thing you notice, but that is really funny. Also, to be fair, I think mine has panties on. I just noticed that too.
Yeah, probably.
Gabby did that on purpose.
I pet Doros too. No, we don't pet Doros. Doros are evil creatures. It's a huge dumpy. Oh my god.
It has a huge dumpy. Biblically accurate Octodoro.
I hate it. What makes it biblically accurate? I'll take heavy ammo. No, really, what is it? How does it like biblically accurate?
I don't know, Bug said that. It's presenting.
Oil, rubber. Presenting. It's presenting itself for mating or whatever.
Dog Doros in the Yippee War.
Battery. That's all good stuff.
Temp Doro's smugness is off the charts.
Indeed.
It's great, isn't it?
Indeed it is. All right.
Bottom heavy Akko. Roundhouse
Bottom.
kick
How is it
Doro.
how is it bottom heavy? It's like exactly the same size as the temp one, unless it's bigger.
No, it's the same size. It is exactly the same size.
Oh gosh. We promised fat dumpy 3,000 years ago.
It's finally here.
I can imagine that
Gabby makes good smug creatures. Did you see the other thing Gabby did for me?
No, give me one moment. Oh yeah, I did see that. You sent it to me like a couple days ago.
It's great.
I guess Dog Doro needs to dance now?
At first, that's the Akko said Domos.
No, Domos were. Do you remember Domos?
I don't remember Domos.
Domo it's like a monster, but it's also a brand.
Hold on, let me see if I can bring that up.
You know, having a mag that is 30 shots is actually pretty useful. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Eventually,
Oh, those. I do remember these.
Yeah. Will you bring it up to the screen to show people?
I'm trying.
I'm being very dangerous not playing with sound on. Let me turn that up a little bit. I want to be able to hear shit. Granted, I haven't seen any drones in this area. We're halfway. Temp, you alive back there?
I'm good, yeah.
Okay, just
I'm
making sure.
Trying to find a picture of it.
Tires and rubber. All lasers.
Scrap. We'll use one of these.
You just show the first image on Google. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be evil or lewd. Yeah, Domo.
What is it? What is that grabbing?
That's a snake. Obviously.
It's grabbing that. Not that. Just one of my many assets on screen.
Oh.
Yeah, Domo.
Yep, that's Domo. I remember having a. Did I actually? I don't think I had a Domo. I think I knew family that did though.
I never did.
There's no safe way down there. Without
A Domo backpack at an Asian
shit.
festival? Those things are pre-Labubus.
I would say that they're better. I'll be honest with you. Way better. Fuck, I need to get inside.
I used to play Roblox map when I was in middle school, where you have to find domos.
Aqua's overconfident in 9 countering R34. Keep safe search on.
No, here I'm actually using Brave search engine, which
Does Brave filter out lewd stuff?
kind of does,
The
yeah.
fuck?
Not always, but it does a better job than Google.
Shit.
But it also doesn't find everything as like best as we want.
Well, it's not Google, and Google typically has the best search engine.
Well, it's the premier search engine.
Yeah, it's the search engine that Brave bases itself off of.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck? There we go.
My sister was obsessed with them. Brave gang based. Yeah.
Yay, more rested tools.
So okay,
That's useful.
you remember during the Game Awards where Megan and Reb from the Warframe team came out and said that Ben Starr would do anything for money, right?
I do seem to recall that, yes.
Okay. I wanted to add that context.
What is he doing? Is that Ben Starr? That is Ben Starr.
Yes.
What the fuck is he doing?
So that is a Krampus outfit from the Krampus monster in Phasmophobia.
Why?
So when they joked that he would do anything for money, they weren't kidding.
So are they just like paying this man to do random ass shit for them?
Yes.
He does not look amused by that.
I mean, to be fair, he's really good at playing a bit.
Yeah, he is. And, maybe he's, like... I could see him being, like, buddies with them, I guess. But, like, I look at this and I'm just like... Is he happy to be there?
Well, this isn't Digital Extremes.
Oh, that's not Digital Extremes? Is that just him?
No. Yeah, okay,
Okay.
so this is the Phasmophobia team.
Ah, okay.
So this isn't Warframe related.
I see. Fair enough.
So he was paid more money from a different studio to do this small little snippet thing.
Fair enough.
But I just find it funny that he is also playing into the meme of he'll just do anything. I'm waiting for, like, one day he's just on a stripper pole.
I'm not really interested in that.
I'm not either, but I wouldn't be overly surprised if he did it just to line up with the meme.
I'm just not interested in that, honestly.
And you know how many people would be interested in that?
A lot of degenerates that I kind of just don't care
Yes.
about. Oh, fuck.
Ben is such
Anyway.
a goober. He is absolutely a goober.
Stay away.
Ben is very quickly
Stay away.
becoming one of my favorite actors.
Stay away, stay away, stay away.
Have it be a bait for a fake OnlyFans. That'd be really funny.
And then the OnlyFans is like for charity or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was funny.
Nice.
Oh no, it's dirty effing hippie. Go away.
Excuse me?
The first comment in the Phasmo thing is dirty effing hippie. She, if you don't remember, she was one of the community managers for Destiny.
Oh, okay. One of the weird
And
ones.
she was definitely one of the problem children.
Is she gone from Destiny?
Yes.
Good.
She had problems with management with
Speaking of Destiny, do we have any news on no.
no.
Fair enough.
I mean, there was a thing a couple weeks ago which we forgot to talk about that was like, oh, Marathon's a thing. Marathon actually did get a release date.
Yes, Marathon has a release date. And some people are making fun of them.
Marathon is now coming out in March.
With my interest in extraction shooters right now, maybe I'll play it. I just don't know if it will be as interesting as I'm gonna be honest, I've been enjoying Arc Raiders quite a lot.
Mhm.
So I think maybe the extraction trend is fun because I don't know, I'm just liking it. But
Because, like,
why
the
already have
gunplay
that?
can be very good. It's the PvP aspect of extraction shooters to scare people.
I do already
But-
have this. Fuck. All right, I guess I'll sell it. Yeah, I guess. I think again, I'll probably try it. Probably. But
So they actually did clarify it will be $40.
it's not that bad.
The only way you will get me to try this game is when it goes on a sale. I think Bungie has screwed the pooch too much.
You think so?
For us, I do. And I think Marathon was already DOA.
MommaOcco.
Thank you
But-
for
At
the follow.
Lobert
think
_
with-
send $5 for more hats. At this point, Bungie needs to just cancel Marathon
Arc
and
Raiders
claim it as
being
a
a
loss
thing?
for their taxes.
I think Marathon is even more like in danger.
Oh, I would agree. Because we have Arc Raiders, we have Tarkov, now we have this, and then we have whatever the fuck is coming out with Elden Ring, or whatever that Elden Ring.
Dustbloods.
Dustbloods, whatever.
I'm going to be totally honest. I think Dustbloods is also DOA.
You think so?
I do, and it's no
That's
fault of
sad.
FromSoft. I think Duskbloods will do very well, like as an actual FromSoft game.
Okay.
I think the reason it is DOA is because it is exclusive to the Switch 2.
Yeah, I mean, being exclusive to a platform that very few people use. Yeah, I would probably agree with you on that one.
Like, will it be good? Probably. It'll probably be fantastic. But
But to answer your question, or answer your thing, Lobert, I'm going to be real. They're not going to just cancel Marathon. They put too much love and effort into it already. They're not going to cancel it. Instead, what they're going to do is just, like, throw it out there, wait for it to make no money, and then just pray that they don't get sold for spare change. I'm going to be real with you. All right.
it's not even going to be sold for spare change. They're owned by Bungie. What's
Or
going
not
to happen if
Bungie.
this
They're
game...
owned by
Sony.
yeah, whatever.
But what's going to happen is when this game does inevitably fail, because Bungie has really damaged their reputation with Lightfall. Lightfall was really the turning point for Bungie as a company.
Is their arpeggio really good, by the way?
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
really like Arpeggio.
so is it better? I would. So are you saying that it would be a good thing to replace the
Okay.
kettle with?
Arpeggio is like a pulse rifle in Destiny.
Okay, thank you for telling me. You need to say no more.
If From is smart, they will have a multi-plat port in the works. Not necessarily. While I want to believe that, I believe we've seen the copyright for Duskbloods is owned by Nintendo, which is exactly the same thing that happened with Bloodborne. And if that is the case, Duskbloods is a Nintendo first-party franchise, or maybe second-party. But the point stands, it is a Nintendo franchise, which means it'll be locked to Nintendo systems. Which means no matter what, you're not getting it on PC. You're not getting it on PlayStation or Xbox. It is locked to Nintendo.
I'll be honest, it's fine with me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care.
Lightfall was Bungie's endgame. It really was.
Sadly, I mean, like, you could say the exact same thing about not Shadowbringers, but Endwalker. Endwalker was definitely 14's version of that.
No. That's not what they mean by endgame when it comes to. At least I don't think it does, because Final Shape was that for Destiny. What I'm talking about is more Lightfall was the point of no return. It did too much damage to the company and to the brand.
Oh, I see.
Lightfall was that bad.
I get you. Well, in that case, then maybe you could consider Dawn Trail to be that for 14.
No, I really don't. I really don't.
I don't know, man. if 14 doesn't like pick up the pace in the next expansion.
Pick up the pace.
Okay,
What are you
I'm not talking about patches. I don't care about the patches. I'm talking about the next expansion because listen, you can't really advertise that much off of the patches and get new players. It's the expansions that are going to grab new eyes and pull new people into it. So if the expansions aren't interesting moving forward, like they've really like taken a hit. And so if they don't fix it in the next expansion, it's not good in my personal opinion. And
Well,
I
we're
am
not
kind of
gonna
worried
learn
about
that.
that.
Even Dontrell's patch is really bad. I heavily disagree with that one. Heavily disagree. Dontrell had problems. 7.1 had problems. 0.2 onwards has been fantastic.
So
Bungie, Square really cleaned up their act.
all I'm saying is if they fuck up this next expansion, I will probably not play 14 anymore.
Well, we will learn the first bits about 14 in April.
Let's go to that art courier.
In April? Okay.
In April. Because April is when FanFest is.
Okay. Well,
Which
then
means we're not
in
getting
that
the expansion
case...
until end of 2026.
Okay. Cool.
At the earliest.
All I'm saying, in chat, you can hate me if you want for this, but I'm going to skip all the way up to 8.0. And just, I'm just going to buy a skip, and, because I just don't care.
That is literally a waste of money from where you are.
I don't care.
It is like $30
I really
for a
don't
skip.
care.
It is about
I
5
don't
hours
care.
left of content.
I don't care. I refuse to play any more of that damn expansion. I hate it. I hate it. I hated every minute. I don't care how good the end area is. It was tainted by the beginning and the DEI hire that they had as the main character. It ruined the entire thing for me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
A lot of people still play Dontre right now. Yeah, because the content has been actually fantastic.
What patch am I? I am still in 7.0. I'm still 7.0. I refuse to finish. I absolutely refuse to finish it. I hate the story. I hate the main character. I know what the ending is, and the ending is literally just the main character pulling a Rex and killing everything, and I hate it. I'm going to be honest with you. That expansion literally killed my drive to touch anything Final Fantasy. And that includes, like, that's why I haven't really finished 16, is just because, like, I fucking hate what Square did.
See, this is why Akko's really petty.
I'm not petty. I'm just pissed off. All right. Listen, I listened to a video the other day that basically talked about how Woklamat shouldn't have existed, and there was good evidence to support the idea that Woklamat was like a last minute stand-in, and I legitimately believe that they just added her in because they wanted to dumb down the game for the audience, and I legitimately hate them for it. So again, I will say if 8.0 does not wow me, I'm done with 14, and I will not play it anymore. Period. I'm just fucking done with it. It's okay to be petty.
Well,
when it comes to video games, my time is precious. All right. And if you're giving me the middle finger with your game, I'm not gonna play the next one if it's that bad. So they have one more chance with me, and then I'm done with 14.
Akko just loves Minecraft story more. I know.
I don't just play Minecraft. I'm playing Arc Raiders right now.
Hey, it has to be a new game at this point. No, I heavily disagree.
Thank you for the 10. I appreciate it.
The landlords have been tipped $10 by @Lobert_Tarian Al-Hassan Disrespecter. Dontrail suffered from being the start of a new storyline after the end of such an amazing story.
I would only partially agree.
To a side character in
I would only partially agree. Again, like, you know, the more I thought about it, the more I realized, if Woklamat didn't exist and they had like a completely different character as the main character, like the bunny guy that was also fighting, then in my personal opinion, I felt like it would have been better. Because there's so many design choices they made with Woklamat that make absolutely zero sense, that I legitimately just look at it and I'm like, this is awful. None of the people that designed this expansion wanted to respect my time or the time of the people around me. So I'm not going to pay for it, and I'm not going to play it. And if I play 8.0, I'm going to skip the shit out of the rest of 7.0. I don't care how good the ending of it is.
All right,
Rant over.
I'm gonna make it clear right now. I will just be discussing my Dawn Trail thoughts after 0.5 is over, because when I'm with Occo, Occo's going to shutter my comments because Occo is clearly the right person here.
No, you can talk. You can talk.
You haven't cut me off.
Don't be salty about it. No. Just talk about it. I had to get my thought process out. Go ahead.
No, I will just wait. I will just wait.
Kona was supposed to be the main character. I agree. There's so much shit that like I've seen. I think Kona should have been the main character, and you can't convince me otherwise. I'm gonna be honest.
They released an expansion past Endwalker. They did, and it is essentially a Realm Reborn again. In terms of even like a Realm Reborn wasn't great. A Realm Reborn had problems, and I think this definitely has the same glaring issues as a Realm Reborn. Do I think that Dawn Trail, having sat where we are now, having kept up with it as far as story and as far as content is concerned, is it as bad as when we first had it? No. Is it bad? Yes. Is it the worst expansion in 14? Yes.
Yes.
But is it as bad as we originally played it out to be? No.
Yes. I'm sorry. The answer is still just yes. I would rather play Realm Reborn 50 more times than play this damn expansion. That's how bad it is to me. Story-wise, I hate it. Content-wise, it's okay.
Did you hear the rumor that Yoshi wanted to leave Square Enix for Blizzard and ruin Dawn Trail on purpose to get fired? That, I'm positive, is false.
That would be funny. ARR was better? No, I agree. I would take ARR right in the spot I played it in. Not even the spot it is now, because the spot ARR is in now is way better. But I would take ARR in the spot I started it in over this shit. Sorry, continue.
Case in point, chat.
We need to pivot away from 14, otherwise I'm gonna fucking get upset again.
You're gonna get angry.
Yeah, I am angry about it. No, I'm angry about it because it's just like, dude.
And out of the both of us, who should be more angry? It's me, because I've been playing it far longer than you.
I don't. Okay, so you're saying that my opinion counts less because I haven't played it as long as. That's what you're saying. You're saying your opinion counts less.
We're moving off of 14. We're moving off of 14 because you are really actively pissing me off.
I'm sorry. It's just my opinion is that it sucks, and a lot of the internet agrees with me. So you're allowed to like it. I just think that it sucks. Anyway, moving on. Let's move on from it.
Okay. Let's see. What are we talking about next? I tried to give context of how long I've been playing 14 since A Realm Reborn. Okay. Here, we'll talk about the tuna lady.
The tuna lady.
Goddess of Victory NIKKE artist announces a new game about a 31-year-old office lady turned magical girl saving the planet from a gigantic tuna.
Like a fish tuna? Like a giant fish tuna?
What else would a tuna be?
I mean, I'm just double checking, you know? You never know.
Head home at the west elevator.
I'm just making sure. I mean, like, you got a picture of a bunny on screen. Do we have visuals of this gigantic tuna?
I'm trying to load the article.
Okay. Hag magical girl? Yeah, sounds about right.
On that note, chat about 14. My last time mentioning it, I might be playing 14 on Wednesday if you want to see that. Anyway, Killing Magician is a new indie game by Korean illustrator Kong, famous for his NIKKE character designs. Korean illustrator Kong, known for creating several NIKKE characters such as the fan favorite bunny girl Alice, has announced his latest indie title, Killing Magician, is set to release on December 30th for Windows via Steam. If the idea of scantily clad female androids saving the world wasn't outlandish enough, this new title centers on a 31-year-old woman who becomes a magical girl in exchange for a hefty recruitment fee. In this linear visual novel...
Oh, it's a visual novel? Okay.
Iris, an office worker who encounters a magical girl named Gregory. Lured in by an upfront payment of 100 million yen, roughly $650,000, Iris decides to change careers and become a magical girl instead. Bestowed with newfound powers, the story follows Iris as she discovers that life as a magical girl isn't all it's cracked up to be, especially when you have to save the world from a giant tuna. Aside from Gregory, Iris will interact with other magical girls, a demon king, and several animals, all of whom were designed by the Duck Kong. Though the game does not feature multiple branching storylines, it does have sub-stories that delve deeper into the personalities of its characters. Completing these sub-stories unlocks new artwork, which can be viewed from the in-game gallery. While Killing Magician includes mature themes such as a mild sexual content, violence, blood, and disturbing situations, it isn't a not-safe-for-work title. Unfortunately, just like the Duck Kong's previous game, Super Bunny's Adventure, it doesn't have English audio or subtitles, at least for the time being. So you might want to hold off on buying it unless you can understand Korean or Japanese.
Interesting.
And this is the trailer that we got for it.
So it is a visual novel. Like, does it have like 2D side-scrolling stuff in it then?
It's a visual novel.
What
do you think of when you think visual novel?
I know what I think of when I think visual novel. What I'm asking is if there's like 2D side-scrolling stuff in addition to it. If not, fair. Okay. Interesting.
Is this about a hag's tuna? Yes, clearly.
I kind of get the joke there. And I'm gonna be real, I hate it.
So yeah. So if you're interested in at least the art style of this guy, hey, it's a new game. If you can understand Korean or Japanese, hey, this exists.
I think it looks alright. But it's a visual novel.
It's very important in visual novels. I know it is.
I mean, it is a visual novel, so I'm not that interested in it, but it looks alright.
Look up Crown from NIKKE. That's literally who that is. I will do that after stream because NIKKE is questionable. On it, for at least YouTube's concerns.
Maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I guess I could talk about that real quick because I've been playing NIKKE. I have managed to roll a couple of times.
That's right, because what got you started to playing NIKKE?
Mostly because our inner circle talks about NIKKE a lot, and I've been wanting to play it for a long time anyway.
Okay.
It's just I haven't played it.
I've tried
and
it.
I figured, and I even talked to Malzahn because I knew he played the game, and he's like, "Don't play it. I don't like it. If you want to try it, go play Stellar Blade because there's a section there that's also from NIKKE."
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, okay, fine. But then I'm like, but NIKKE is free. And I downloaded it on my phone. I'm like, oh, my phone's running it fine. So I played it a little bit
user
there.
for the follow.
And it's
Right.
fun.
Thank you for the follow.
What did you get for my first temple anyway? Well, I'm going to try and pull that up. Here.
From what I remember... Oh, go ahead.
This was actually my first role in NIKKE.
Yeah, from what I remember, it's really easy to get nice stuff in the game. The thing that you're going to pay for is skins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what you're paying for.
Which is like, oh boy. If you want to throw money into the game, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Is NIKKE the one with the curvy ships? No, that's Azure Lane.
There's a lot of different kinds, chat.
I just entered chapter 4 today.
I think that's where I quit. I don't remember what the story is, but I think I quit somewhere around there.
$20 battle pass and occasionally $60 gacha skins. Yeah, it's a little egregious as far as price, but at the same time, it is pretty generous as far as the material that you use to do your rolls.
$20 battle
so
pass
this
and
was-
occasionally $60 gacha skins. Yes.
So this is my first roll. I basically got like another like of the base to like Rappy and Anise and the rocket launcher girl, I forget her name. And then the white-haired, sharp teeth, vampire-looking sniper chick, I guess. I forget her name. And then I got on PC.
You got on
and then
PC.
I got it on PC, and I ended up doing another roll, and I ended up getting Mary as my second SSR, or I guess 5-star. If you really want to look at it that way, like 5-star unit.
No, that's basically it.
And this was my attempts to roll for Brid, and Brid right now is like Christmas themed and stuff like that. 'Cause it's like a Christmas event. And then I've done one roll since then, and I actually ended up getting that Brid.
Well, congratulations.
So I got that banner unit. I also got the character, and you see in this like the bottom right corner, the like little like white hair cat chick in the corner. She's voiced by Karina Bediger.
Oh gosh, it took me a moment. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" Right.
Paimon.
Right. That's why I don't like her. I was like, that name sounds familiar, and I'm pretty sure I hate it.
I actually did some looking, and I was like, well, have they recasted her because of all like the Karina garbage? And no, at least as far as I'm aware. The problem is, or like I guess not the problem, but like the solution is they really haven't used this character in apparently a long time.
I mean, if yeah,
So
yeah.
There's no. She has been replaced. Okay, because I know Kaylee Mills has not been replaced as Rappy. And Kaylee Mills was one of the other, tards.
Yes.
Next to, ironically, when we were talking about 14, Wooklamot's actor was another one of those tards.
Was Wooklamot's actor in this game?
No, at least not as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
I haven't even heard that she's getting any jobs lately.
I mean, like, after their presentation, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, this was my third roll. I have not done another 10 roll since. Did I? Hold on. Let me double check. I would have posted, I think. Problem is Rappy's way too popular to mess with. Yeah.
I think that's your bot right there.
It is my bot. I'm taking care of it. Damn bots anyway.
Mm-hmm. I am probably not going to get all the way up there.
Yes, they've been banned. Twitch, leave me alone.
I hear that.
JP Rappy is 2B, by the way. Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. So, I actually said it before. I actually intend to start Stellar Blade in the new year. Finally.
You haven't played Stellar Blade yet?
No, I haven't played Stellar Blade yet. You know why? Because Claire Obscura took me all damn year. And I basically told myself I'm not allowed to start like a new game that I'm not going to finish until Claire Obscura's done.
I mean, fair enough.
I finished Silksong. I finished Borderlands 4. But I finished them. It took me until the day before the Game Awards to finish Claire Obscura.
Well, because you wanted it done before you found out that it won. Speaking of which,
Exactly.
I don't know if you want to jump into Claire Obscura now. Do you think that they'll remove its Game of the Year?
No.
You don't think so?
No. So, to give context, this week started by people basically shitting on Larian. For those who don't know, Larian's the studio behind Baldur's Gate 3.
And now Divinity.
And now Divinity, yes.
Is it just Divinity or is it Divinity Original Sin?
This one is just Divinity.
Okay. So why do they have a Divinity 2 already? Are they remaking Divinity?
I think it's kind of like essentially like a soft reboot.
I mean, that makes
Like,
sense because
it's like still within the same universe or same like story arc as like the other games, because it's probably the same world. But I think this one's probably just disconnected enough to where You know, because they're taking all the knowledge they've learned from BB3, and they've already said this.
That's fair. Shit. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. I would assume it's like some sort of reboot. Or maybe some sort of like just start over, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which is different from a reboot.
Yeah, it is. Divinity Original Sin is like 2,000 years before Divinity. Yeah. So there's enough time gap there where they could essentially do like a soft reboot to where like you could start this and not have to know anything about the other games.
Oh, well, I would hope so.
But I learned this week, in the midst of all of the Larian AI stuff, and we'll get into that, that apparently Expedition 33 also used AI.
What kind of AI did they use?
So from what I've heard, I don't think I've seen proof of this, but I might have, but I wasn't sure if I did. Sandfall used placeholder art. So like they were working on, at least this is the way I assume, maybe chat will confirm if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Ednoir7774
like
tipped $5
on
to the
walls
Lost
and
Cause.
Lumiere
I
and
remember
other like
watching the Esmunga old videos
what could
on the
essentially
Indie
be
Game Awards being
populated
little bitches
dungeons.
over him making fun of them.
like with other enemies or like where a human population used to exist. You'd see occasional posters on like the walls of these buildings, and apparently some people noticed around when the game came out that some of them were AI generated. Now of course that was when the game came out and no one made us think about it, but since the Larian drama came up, some people who were upset that it won Game of the Year at the Game Awards decided to use the opportunity to shit on Sandfall.
Right.
So this is coming from Gene Park, which is a Washington Post video game critic. Yuck. Expedition 33 team freely admitted using AI and just won the most awards ever in Game Awards history. And this is what was said. Optimizing resources. We use some AI, but not much. Francois Maurice, producer of Clair Obscur, tells EL Pice via video conference. The key is that we were very clear about what we wanted to do and what to invest in. And of course, technology has allowed us to do things that were unthinkable a short time ago, explains Maurice. Unreal Engine 5's tools and assets have been very important in improving the graphics, gameplay, and cinematics. So my understanding of this is they used AI for like background posters and stuff, so they could focus instead of like on background art, taking away from like working on like the gameplay and the actual graphics and the cutscenes and stuff like that.
Okay, so they did generate. So did they replace the placeholders, or
they did?
Okay,
they did.
So it's not like this
so
shit is permanently in.
Correct. In fact, what had happened is they ended up finding out, because the placeholders that people found that were AI generated were not meant to be there in the full release. In fact, that was a problem that they ended up finding out after the fact, and that was quickly patched out. Because they had made the proper
They just hadn't
assets.
replaced it yet.
They just hadn't replaced them yet, yeah.
I see, but even though they were planning to do that,
They forgot about it.
it's just, people are pissed off because it's AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and it's such a stupid thing, too. In fact, I think this was actually attached to the Gene Park thread, saying Expedition 33 Guillemot Broche said that they were strictly against using creative AI, but you won't see accounts like this share articles like that because it does not suit their agenda. Affirm no to creative AI. However, at one point, a question related to the game itself was raised: the role of artificial intelligence in video games. This, of course, refers not to the capabilities of computer opponents, but to the use of creative artificial intelligence in game development. This topic really stirs up a lot of emotions. On one hand, we have publishers who openly express interest in generative AI and have even stated or started implementing it in the development process. On the other hand, there are plenty of people, especially developers and players, who are at best skeptical. about creative AI, and at worst, totally against using it in any way. Less extreme opinions are also less common. Broach made it clear the studio doesn't want AI involved in anything creative and isn't interested in anything made by artificial intelligence. I think we can agree that when it comes to anything creative, our answer is essentially no. It's like taking away all the joy of creating a game. We love making games. We love creating. Creating is one of the most beautiful things people can do. So when it comes to creation, our answer is a firm no. Nothing in the game will come from AI. We state this clearly. It's a firm no from us. Beyond that, I don't have a formed opinion. Science, responsibility, process, and so on. It doesn't matter to me as long as it works. And when it comes to creative things and things that must come from the heart for us, it means a definite no. Now, I want to add on to this, and there's an actual article here, but these are the key points that were brought up here. My guess is what happened. Can I get a link to the Twitter post? Yes, I will put this in chat. My guess is what happened is there was no AI used in the creative process. All we have seen of AI has been like background posters.
Okay.
And my guess is what happened is they used them as a reference. And we're going to kind of go into this with the Larian post as well, because they also discussed using it this way.
The Larian post was like crazy because they were getting really upset with people.
The CEO of Larian crashed out on Twitter.
He did.
About it. And it was funny. So my guess is what happened is, because the way Larian described it is they wanted to use, they don't want to use AI at the way people like Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is using, but they wanted to use it kind of like, their example was like a Google search of like, they're searching for a certain thing.
Right.
But in this way, it's like they used AI to find the certain thing. So they typed into a thing, and it's like, you know, X, Y, and Z. And that's what it came out with. And they're like, oh shit, okay, that's what we need. And they use that as reference.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume that's what happened here. And that got snuck into the code, or like the files and everything, and was forgotten to be taken out in private testing. But again, I don't know that for sure. But I'm probably going to go on a limb and say that was not intentional, and it was probably just meant to be reference material that was used for a personal build by the company. And that got accidentally put into the game proper.
Because they weren't paying attention.
They weren't paying attention, exactly. But again, that's speculation. But this all led into the Indie Game Awards disqualifying Claire Obscure. So originally, the Indie Game Awards won, or what, you know, it's kind of the same as the Game Awards, but Claire Obscure didn't win the Indie Game of the Year.
Yes, and it's a lot smaller because it's just for indie games.
It is a lot smaller because it's just for indie games.
Right.
And Claire Obscure was retracted. They actually took that award away from them.
Damn.
So they say here, why was Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, and One Vanguard retracted?
They pulled a fat man chat.
The Indie Game Awards have a hard stance on the use of Gen AI throughout the nomination process and was during the ceremony itself. When it was submitted for consideration, a representative of Sample Interactive agreed that no Gen AI was used in the development of Claire Obscure. God, I'm sorry. I'm like burping. Was used in the development of Claire Obscure Expedition 33. In light of Sample Interactive confirming the use of Gen AI art in production on the day of the Indie Game Awards 2025 premiere, this does disqualify Expedition 33 from its nomination. While the assets in questions were patched out and it is a wonderful game, it does go against the regulations we have in place.
Kind of dumb. Oh, you can continue going. I have it turned down.
Okay.
I'll read it later.
As a result, the IGA's nomination committee has agreed to officially retract both the debut game and Game of the Year awards. Each award will be going to the next highest ranking game in its respective category. Debut game is going to Sorry We're Close, which I've never heard of.
I've never heard of it, no.
And Game of the Year going to Blueprints, which admittedly I've heard Blueprints is fantastic. But I don't know.
It's moronic. Here's my thing. Technically,
I add on the context. to kind of add on to this. Sorry, this is all their socials for the Indie Game Awards.
Okay. Is there anything wrong with their socials? I'm confused.
What do you see and what do you not see?
Blue sky and no Twitter.
There you go.
Okay.
Akko got it in one. Yeah, they are exclusively Blue Sky.
Okay, so they don't want to be on Elon's platform. All right.
Yeah.
Here's
and
my
it's not
thing.
like I have a problem. Like, if you don't want to be there, that's fine. But we know where one side goes versus the other.
Very true. Here's my problem. They did say they didn't use AI in their stuff, but it sounds like they did. So they did technically lie, it sounds like.
They did technically lie, yes.
So if you want to be technical, yes, they probably should be disqualified since they lied about it. I disagree with that because I think that's dumb, but if that was a rule and they lied about it, then I can see why some people would say you don't deserve to be, you don't deserve it. Thank you for the 10.
The landlords have been
Will this play?
$2 by Adavenge 900 a Hassan disrespecter. I'm calling it now. This is how we get the Matrix. Because people are getting so butthurt about AI is ridiculous.
It's
It goes on to
possible,
say-
chat. Thank you, though.
Both Alamo Games and Dogwave have been notified and were invited to record acceptance speeches. Since the IGA's premiere took place just ahead of the holiday break, we expect both acceptance speeches to be recorded and published in early 2026. The second update is in regards to an Indie Vanguard recipient. Initially discovered through itch.io's Game Boy competition 2023, and later played on cart, Gorting Code was selected as an Indie Vanguard due to their impressive work in GB Studio. And for crafting such an amazing throwback for the modern day, the physical cart of Shanty is being produced and sold by Mod Retro, and it is the sole marketplace where it can be purchased. The IGA's nomination committee were unfortunately made aware of Mod Retro's vile nature the day after the 2025 premiere with the news of their horrid and disgusting handheld console. As the company strictly goes against the values of the IGAs and due to the ties with Mod Retro, the Indie Vanguard recognition has also been retracted. This decision does not reflect Gordon Code, but Mod Retro alone. Shanty remains a wonderful throwback to the Game Boy era, and we encourage you to continue following their journey on itch.io. The official Indie Game Awards website has been updated to reflect these changes, and we're doing our best to update the main video on the 6.1 YouTube channel with the YouTube editor. We sincerely appreciate your patience and feedback on both matters. As Gen AI becomes more prevalent in our industry, we will better navigate it appropriately. The organizational team behind the ceremony is a small crew with big ambitions, and the Indie Game Awards can only grow with your help and support. We already can't wait for the 2026 awards or ceremony.
I feel like they're going to get less love and support next year because of this.
Admittedly, I know I just read the whole thing about like Mod Retro. I haven't looked into anything about that. But now I'm more interested based on their whole like the vile nature and the horrid and disgusting handheld console. I'm like, tell me more.
Yeah. It was just placeholder stuff. Chad, I'm not going to disagree that I think that this is retarded. You know, because I think adding a rule like this in the first place is dumb. I agree. However, the autism in me will also come out and say, well, technically, they did disobey the rules that they themselves agreed to follow when it comes to submissions. So, you know, if you lie about a submission, even if I think that you're technically in the right, there's not much you can really do about that, you know? There's just really not.
No, absolutely.
So, you know, I think it's dumb, but they are technically in the wrong, even if what I mean, like maybe you could argue that like the technicality is it would be different. I don't think people are going to care, sadly.
I think overall, especially for something placeholder, like I get people being mad about Black Ops 7. That is blatant.
What happened with
That
Black
is
Ops 7 again?
disgustingly blatant.
Were they way worse with their AI?
The game is basically made by AI.
Oh, fair enough.
Like, assets across the board look like AI. The story is ass. The story looks written by AI. The models and everything looks made by AI. It's just AI across the board with Black Ops 7.
That's fair.
Like, it's not good. It's really not good.
I'm
Black
just
Ops 7 is story asked for AI agent. Yeah.
I'm just mostly unfamiliar, you know.
From MommaOcco.
Thank you for the 5.
Mercenarix21 sent $5 for more hats. Also, I had a Blue Sky account, back before the controversy and the beta period. Someone hijacked the account and Blue Sky ghosted me in getting it back.
Well, that's dumb. I'm sorry to hear that. Fuck, I'm slowly dying because I've been in the ice too long. For somewhere I can go. I might die. Would prefer not to.
So, this is the actual article from Polygon, which I grabbed right before stream.
Okay.
Because I had been looking for anything about this and I couldn't find anything, but stories started coming out about it after I asked for it. In the Discords.
Uh-huh.
So this is from Polygon, so take it with as much of a grain of salt as you want.
A massive
Obscure
piece.
X 33 took home both the Game of the Year and Debut Game honors at the Indie Game Awards on Thursday. Sorry, I gotta reload this because YouTube crashed in my browser.
YouTube
again.
likes to do that.
Anyway. But the teams of developer Sandfall Interactive and publisher Kepler Interactive couldn't celebrate for long. On Saturday, the Indie Game Awards retracted Clair Obscure's honors due to inclusion of generative AI assets at launch that were quickly patched out. As detailed on the Indie Game Awards FAQ page, the organization states that representatives of Sandfall Interactive agreed that no generative AI was used in the development of Expedition 33. When the game was submitted for awards consideration, in light of Sandfall Interactive confirming the use of Gen AI art in production on the day of the Indie Game Awards 2025 premiere, this does disqualify Clair Obscure from its nomination. Though the AI-generated assets were patched out, their initial inclusion was enough for the Indie Game Awards to disqualify E33 and retract its awards. Polygon has reached out to Sandfall Interactive's representative for comment. And this is from the Indie Game Awards. The IGA's nomination committee is officially retracting Debut Game and Game of the Year, awarding both categories to new recipients. Oh god, this is on blue. Ew. Ew. But we'll watch it.
What the fuck?
What?
What are you putting in my face right now? Chat, you should be grateful that I'm not blurring this up for all of you, and like you only get to see a small portion of it. Who the
this is a representative from the Indie Game Awards.
It makes sense now.
So we're gonna listen to this because this is an actual Temp found a hobo.
Hello, everyone.
Ow, my ears.
Mike here from 61 Indie. On behalf of the IGA's nomination committee, I do have an update regarding the Indie Game Awards 2025. As you know, we have a hard stance against Gen AI in video games. It's something we talk about throughout the year when discussing any potential nominees. On the day of the premiere, Sandfall Interactive did in fact confirm that Gen AI was used in the making of Expedition 33. Despite agreeing that no Gen AI was used in the making of the game when it was submitted to us for consideration, unfortunately, that's not the case. That clearly goes against the regulations we have in place and disqualifies it from nomination. So with that, the IGA's nomination committee is officially retracting Debut Game and Game of the Year from Sandfall Interactive. Each award will now be going to the next highest ranked game in its respective category. So I am delighted to share that Debut Game goes to Sorry We're Closed. And your Game of the Year for 2025, Blueprints. Both Alamode Games and Dogwave were notified and invited to record acceptance speeches. Everybody is just kicking off their holiday breaks, so I assure them that there is no rush on the acceptance speeches. We'll get them recorded and shared with you all in early 2026. Now, the second update is in regards to Indie Vanguard. Chanty was initially put on our radars through the 2023 Game Boy competition on itch.io, and this year we want to...
So that is his entire comments on the E33 situation, which thankfully we don't need to hear him talk, because God, you could hear it in his voice. So yeah, that's pretty much like the whole thing. the Blueprints devs did actually respond to this.
Okay.
For people that need confirmation, there is no AI used in Blueprints. The game was built and crafted with full human instinct by Tonda Ross at Dogwave and his team. It is a result of 8 years of development fueled by imagination and creativity, and we are extremely proud of what Tonda has achieved.
Darn.
And E33 wasn't. So, sorry, it's comments like this of like, it is the result of 8 years of development fueled by imagination and creativity. And it's implying, it feels like it's implying they're like, well, because even an ounce of AI touched E33, all that imagination and creativity is gone.
Okay. Whatever. I don't care.
So yeah.
Fuck. That was a pretty sad death, chat. I think the moment I saw that Rocketeer, I should have decided not to do that. Oh well.
So, chat, if you want to throw your support to Sandfall Interactive because of all this stuff, because this is ass. This is shit.
This is so much ass.
Clay Obscure is actually $40 right now. So
Nice.
if you want to go throw your support to the devs, I would do it.
Fuck.
The anti-AI crowds are fear-mongering bad. Yeah, they are. They are really fear-mongering right now.
It was a really nice setup, too. Again, I am gonna say that I dislike AI for a different reason than a lot of these mongoloids. But I still dislike AI, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have a shield.
Makes me not want to touch Blueprints on principle. Yeah, this post just really it feels like they're spitting in the face of E33 and Sandfall devs just because even an ounce was actually used.
Yeah. No, I kind of agree with you there.
And again, like, I'm not going to say the devs for Blueprints are bad. I'm not going to say that. But whoever wrote this clearly has it out.
Yeah. No, I would agree.
They're gloating. That's exactly what this is. This is gloating.
It doesn't look good on a company to do that kind of thing.
It doesn't. No, I don't know. Like, it's clearly written with spite. It is. This is written with spite. And I don't like that. Again, I'm not going to say the devs for Blueprints did anything bad.
You don't want a sore winner.
Yeah, and that's what this is. By the power of
I
one
would
poster
agree.
made with AI, the entire game is AI slop in their eyes. Yes, it is. In fact, I haven't looked. Yeah, E33 is still overwhelmingly positive. I was actually worried that they was going to start getting slammed.
Probably not, no. I would say that most people are just going to say they don't care.
Make sure to put AI in the tags. There's no AI in the game now because that was removed.
Mm-hmm. Why put it in if it's not there anymore?
Exactly. So yeah. I like Blueprints, but everyone knows they use AI. What AI was used in Blueprints? Again, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing, but I'm curious. Mainstream when Sony uses AI. Wow, so good. Mainstream when E33 uses AI as a placeholder. You vile creatures. You're not even human. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's yeah, I would agree with that. That's yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's definitely a double standard take, but like I don't care. I don't care.
And I'm not going to say that those two games like didn't deserve awards. I think given a typical year where you wouldn't have seen E33, it could have been completely different. But E33, I'm going to go on a limb and say that E33 is the current modern era's Final Fantasy VII.
I would agree with you there. I just need to finish it. I just haven't wanted to.
Mm-hmm. So, ironically, I like that Gabby says mentioned Sony with AI. Let's get into that.
Okay.
This is from Pirate Nation. I've grabbed other stuff, so it's not exclusively Pirate Nation. Sony is developing AI that censors games in real time. Sony is developing a patent-pending AI system capable of real-time censorship of video game content. It automatically detects and modifies mature or sensitive material such as violence, gore, sexual content, and profanity. The technology uses AI to analyze on-screen visuals and audio in real time, dynamically intervening by muting dialogue, blurring or masking elements, or replacing assets like blood effects or character models to reduce intensity.
At Wolf's Pain discovered Mom has milk.
Sorry, I was like, oh, you paused.
The blueprint stuff sound like
No, I was waiting for you to make comments, but you never did.
Sorry, I saw the things. You went silent, and then I saw the super chat go up. Sorry, go ahead.
So I grabbed the article from Bounty into Comics over this because, again, I've made my comments on Pirate Nation very clear. I do not like them.
From it, yeah. No, you don't. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, you definitely don't like them.
And again, like I wouldn't have a problem with them if they sourced their information.
They're like Candace Owens. They just say something exists, and you're supposed to believe that it actually exists.
Like, again, if you just source your information, we're cool.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to have your opinion at that point, but source the information you're pulling from. Anyway, in the latest confirmation that the world's corporate... How the hell do you say that? Oligarchy?
Oligarchy.
Oligarchy?
I believe so.
All right. Will always care more about money and power than their actual customers. True. A new patent filing has revealed that Sony is currently working on a new AI model that will allow the censorship of any media, including movies, video games, and even internet uploads in real time. The brainchild of current PlayStation Global Users Experience Design lead Mason Foster, details as to this worrying new tool were first brought to light courtesy of a December 9th patent application to the United Nations Official World Intellectual Property Organization, or WIPO, as filed under the title Automatic Bespoke Edits of Video Content Using AI. Explaining their reasoning behind the AI's creation, Sony asserted, as recognized herein, ratings levels for video games and other types of audio-video content can evolve over time, in that certain types of potentially sensitive content may become more acceptable and therefore qualify the AV content for a lower rating than it might have received in the past. Given this, it is difficult for parents and guardians to adequately judge the nature of the AV content prior to letting their children watch or play it. But more than that, the general ratings themselves might not adequately compensate for individual user sensitivities to certain things that might be objectionable to a certain to a specific person or for whatever reason. Current technology fails to provide a way to adequately address these things. To this end, the AI will allow for the vetting of audio-video content, audio-only content, and/or video-only content for language, sexual situations, drug use, violence, gore, etc., and even for individual user sensitivities to certain types of content that might not be otherwise be objectionable to others. The content itself may include movies, motion pictures, video games, user-uploaded videos streamed over the internet, content provided by third-party streaming services, etc., and may also be applied to text, written content such as books, and internet website content as well. Accordingly, users will be able to set custom, nuanced, user-specific parameters for content that the user does not want to observe. An AI model can then process a bespoke cut of the AV content on the fly, skipping or muting any offending parts according to the user's own parameters. Thus, fast forwarding may be used as muting of the objectionable content, pausing before playout of the objectionable content, etc.
So here's my question. Is this just like going to be something that is forced upon you, or is it something that is going to be a person gets to decide if they want to use it?
Maybe. But if
okay, so we don't know yet is what you're saying.
They are saying it's going to be user defined. Like, you can set parameters, whatever you want. I don't believe them as far as I can throw them. This just seems to be, and the fact that they mention here, this is really the telling thing. This worrying new tool was first brought to light of a December 9th patent application to the United Nations. No, this is just COSA. They're using AI to enforce COSA. For people who do not know what COSA is, Kids Online Safety Act.
Yeah.
They're saying it's opt-in, opt-out. Bullshit.
Well, maybe it'll be opt-out for America. Sorry, EU cucks. You need to move away from EU.
Well, the fact that Sony brought this to the United Nations. Sony. No. This is not optional. Fuck Sony. Fuck Sony.
Okay. Stop playing Sony then.
Anyway, providing some examples of how this AI would work, Sony detailed a person might specify that the 4-letter S curse word is acceptable for playout, but the 4-letter F word...
Wait. What's the S slur?
Maybe slut.
Really?
I don't know.
People can't say slut?
That they said 4-letter S curse word.
Chat,
the only
what
4-letter S word... curse word that I can think of is slut.
Chat, what is a 4-letter curse word like that? What the fuck? You continue. I'll read it later.
Is slut a slur? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, the user might also specify that only implied nudity is acceptable where actual nudity is not, and that alcohol use is acceptable but hard drug use is not. The user might also have a problem with clowns and red balloons, and they can therefore specify that no clowns or red balloons can be shown in any AV content.
What?
These types of things may be input, but not just by parents of children, but also for general audience users who might want to enjoy content while avoiding things to which they are sensitive or otherwise do not wish to see.
Sorry, chat, I'm censored now.
Simp? It could be simp. It absolutely could be simp.
Oh, it could be shit.
Slut, sexy, shit. Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think about that.
Yeah. In fact, it probably is shit. Thus, despite the fact that what a society makes it sensitive in nature or even taboo might change over time, and hence change what content ratings like R ratings and PG-13 ratings might be assigned to given a specific piece of content. Principles provide technological advances that address this issue and allow dynamic, on-the-fly content alteration to address the user's specific content preferences. Another good way to address the user's specific content preferences? Don't touch that. You don't like clowns? Don't do anything with clowns.
Hey, now.
It's true.
Ooh. Fuck.
Yeah.
And
turning the AI specific mechanics, and here's where it goes from worrying to straight up dystopian. Sony detailed how potentially objectionable content can then be dubbed over or otherwise altered, such as by using deepfake technology to replace the objectionable content with other content in the same audible voice and the same visual appearance as the originator within the AV content of the objectionable material itself. Additionally, or alternatively, an image or word in the content can be obfuscated / replaced other ways based on a computer-based video analysis of the content to flag input words from the user. Censor bars may also be used, as may pixel blurring or removing/clipping AV sections that contain the objectionable content. Thank you for showing Concord.
Oh, gross.
In addition to directly editing the content, Sony also proposes a support censorship warning system that will have the AI tell the player/viewer ahead of time before the objectionable content is presented, so the player/viewer has the option to tell the AI system what to do. Further, the system may prompt the user once the AV content starts, based on the system accessing known summaries for the relevant content once the system knows the user is about to watch/observe it. Thus, either before content presentation starts or in the middle of playback, the user can indicate, for example, that no red balloons should be shown. And then the system can overlay a text box over any red balloons in the content that say no red balloons, or even prompt the user before playout of the red balloons that indicates red balloon coming up. I'll beep cell phone or display a picture-in-picture message to cover the kid's eyes.
Why balloons?
The system, I don't know. I don't know. The system may then control the connected cell phone and or present a pip message over the red balloons themselves during playout of the red balloons. Sorry, my phone is blowing up. I need to look.
Oh gosh, that's right. I forgot you're the only guy. Chat. I think I'm getting better at this. Slowly. While Temp is like gone, I'm gonna read some super chats.
No, I'm here still.
Oh, did another one go through?
Go ahead and read them.
Did that go through? It didn't seem to go through. All right, well, I'll start catching up here. Noir for 20. All of the people against all AI in games are stupid. If I'm making a game, my art skills are limited to stick figures. Even if I just use AI art, I've created something that didn't exist until I created it. I would think the problem that people would have is just like you're using other people's work, but I don't care. At the end of the day, I think that it's retarded to care. Let people be interested if they want to be interested is kind of what I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to take the stance that Tactical Templar might take about it, but I also just don't give a shit, you know? So, oh, excuse me, it is what it is. Mercenary for 5, the decision was completely political in terms of the Expedition 33. They were looking for an excuse. You can't convince me this was not political. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know if it was political, but they are French, so, you know, maybe they just hate French people. I don't know. I don't know. Mercenary again for 5 says, holy moly guacamole, that guy looks like he has a SOA face after getting a Nintendo Switch. Look those images up. SOA face? Soy face? I think you're saying soy face. But yes, I would agree with you. Lobert for 5 says, did any of the runner-up games also use AI? I guess we'll never know. We'll never ever know. Mercenary for 10 says, no, Mama, it's going to be forced on Americans. It's not going to be allowed to be skippable. If they could take away the rights of teenagers and children, they can take away the rights of adults. Very true. I just don't want it in general. I'm not interested in general, but I am just kind of like curious of asking those questions regardless. And then Wolfsbane for 2 says, Sony hates Pennywise the Clown. Accurate, I would say.
So, the system may then control the connected cell phone and or present a pip message over the red balloons themselves during playout of the red balloons as presented on the display. Thus, the filters may be user-specific based on whatever content the user wants to flag, rather than merely having generic classifications for foul language or violence without more. And they go into kind of examples like receive user input to audio and or graphical UI indicating particular features to obfuscate from presentation during play of first AV content. And they kind of go into that no more here. And in putting the cherry on top of this digital shit sundae, Rather than being developed exclusively for use on Sony and PlayStation's own media, the AI has instead been developed for wide use, either as part of a television's or video games console's operating system, or even as part of a standalone app, with given examples including a PlayStation or Sony PlayStation or a game console made by Microsoft or Nintendo or other manufacturer. VR headsets and various mobile devices. At present, Sony has yet to have their patent application be accepted or denied, which means the actual deployment of their real-time censorship AI is still a ways away. Yes, Venom, eat him. Eat that horrible outfit. Anyway.
Wow.
Okay, sorry, real quick. Miles' final outfit in the final battle for Spider-Man 2 was so bad, the actor even said, "This is shit."
Well, I mean, if the actor said it was shit, then fair enough. Can you read my $5 super? Oh, did we talk? Oh, are you talking about the one about... Yeah, so Wolfsbane says the Blueprints devs sound like they are being sore winners, but the thing is they are technically winning a consolation prize, not on their merits. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. All right, we'll go back to reading more super chats here later, chat.
However, do not think for 1 second that any amount of player backlash or bargaining will get them to backtrack on this technology, as corporate greed will always lend major players like Sony to try and clean up their offerings for mass public consumption by any means necessary, even actively causing psychosis within a massive portion of the human population. And yeah. So... at present, chat, this is bad. This is very bad. We should, and the fact that Sony went to the UN instead of, different governments, because the UN definitely tries to circumvent government crap because they try to be a world government.
Not a good look.
Expect this to get a pass and expect them to double down on it on every country.
Yeah, it's not a good look in my personal opinion.
No. The fact that Sony basically went... Okay. Because Sony's in America, primarily. Because they moved from Japan to America. This is like saying the kid, let's say the kid is Sony, asking their mother, or asking their father, whatever parent, and let's say that parent is America, saying, hey, can we, can I buy this? Can I do this? Can I go do whatever? And that parent saying no. And that kid going behind that parent's back and going to the other parent and that parent saying yes.
Do you have experience with this?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's essentially what they're doing. Instead of going to American patent offices, they went straight to the UN.
I didn't mean to put him on the spot, chat. He just kind of agreed.
No, I've done it. I'm sure a lot of kids have done it. I'm sure you did it.
Maybe. Maybe, I don't know.
But that's the example I'm going to give, and I think it fits very, very well. The UN is completely useless. The UN is irritating. Let's go with that.
Irritating, I agree. Sorry. I'm eating a cookie. They are not Jew cookies, though.
That is the Sony AI debacle. And I can promise you, I've seen a lot of the internet go, oh, hell no.
Let's see.
So let's get into the meat and potatoes of what tonight was actually going to be.
I thought it was going to be I thought it was the AI stuff.
It is.
I thought that's what we talked about,
the big one. Baldur's Gate 3 dev embraces machine learning for tasks that nobody wants to do. This is the GameSpot article. We are starting with the GameSpot article on purpose.
Oh, no.
Anyone that has paid attention to this debacle will understand why we are doing this article first. Sorry. It's going to be fun to run illegal clubs watching movies stored locally without AI intervention. It's going to happen. Anyway, before we start reading this, I actually do need to use the restroom real quick.
Okay. Death to the robots. I love how Temp has to go to the bathroom when I'm outside and can't pause. All right, chat. Let me read some here. Mercenary for 5 says, yes, but the words SO and Y is blocked by YouTube Super Chat. If it is actually blocked by Super Chat, that's kind of retarded, in my personal opinion. Kind of just a little bit retarded, in my personal opinion. Fuck, I am so far away from a building. K-Dastronaut 171410. When it comes to AI, I'm a complete accelerationist. The reason why is because I'm tired of these fucking dinosaurs in Congress who have no idea what copyright law should be. I mean, I probably agree with you on that. Granted, they just want to ruin everything. Fuck you. Fuck you, buddy. Yeah. Fuck, I'm still dying in here. Fuck, I'm still dying in here. But I am kind of just of the opinion that I'm ready for the bubble to burst so that, you know, we can kind of like get rid of that, you know?
My apologies, I'm back.
You're good. I don't know. I'm kind of an accelerationist on let's fucking get rid of AI, you know? Or not get rid of AI. My thing is I'm done with data centers being made because we have a lot of data centers for this kind of shit already right now. So my whole thing is we can keep the AI we have right now, but stop doing what you're doing because like I'm done with my shit being taken because I want my wafers for my RAM. And they're taking it away from me, and I'm pissed off about that. All right, I don't care about the AI. I care about my wafers. Force AI to improve. You know what's funny, chat? I've heard that apparently in China, they're adapting like single language models, which is different from large language models, and apparently that is better because it's singular focus, and the singular focus is will work better. So I don't know. It's kind of dangerous because I think that they might do better if that's the case. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'd like to be wrong because I don't want China to win anything. But you know, it's it's kind of scary that China's doing better right now because they're willing to do what? Is that a toaster? That is not a toaster. If they actually beat us out in the AI war because they decided to go for one thing over another, I'm gonna be upset. That's all I'm saying. So this is where the damn surveillance key goes. Sorry. I'm done talking about that rant. You go ahead. Even if it's a dead stop, those wafers are already taken. I know those wafers are already taken. I'm fucking tired of the fact that they did it in the first place. Like, I want these companies to, like, go out of business so that we can just, like, listen, the recession is coming no matter what. All right? It's coming. It is coming, and we can't stop it. We just need it to start right now because if not, we're fucked either way. I would just rather deal with being fucked right now than deal with being fucked later, if that makes sense. Another anvil? I'll take that. Those wafers were claimed 5 years ago? No. They were signed, like, this year. All I'm saying is I want these people to stop making more data centers. Because it's, like, fucking over the consumer. And I'm not happy with that.
Oh, Akka, where'd your model go?
Oh, you disappeared there. Oh, Steam died.
Is it still down? It is still down. Okay. Well, that's not going to happen in a little bit then.
All right, Steam died.
Chat, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. Boogie.
I need to bring Fugi's on screen, which means do that.
So I'm going to stop trying to... I'm going to open that. I'm going to leave the room until we're ready.
All right.
Before we get into this, I was just reminded that this exists, and I wanted to bless chat's eyes with just this knowledge. Have you ever seen the Tommy Lee Jones Boss Coffee trailers?
No.
Okay. This is magical.
Head home at the water treatment elevator.
Are these?
子供たちと呼ばれる存在には
超授業だみんなそう
全身でぶつかっていかなくてはならない
もしよかったら付き合って
ただ
I feel like I'm gonna get claimed for this.
惑星の教育は加減が難しいでも君はいい教師になる缶コーヒーのボスレインボーマウンテン
What the fuck, Tom?
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's great. I wanted to use it to break the ice of the whole AI discussion because it's getting depressing.
I mean, fair, but that was
Chat, this is real. This is an actual real thing to advertise Boss Coffee.
wow.
In Japan.
That was something. that was something.
Did it actually use any special effects? It just looks like what Tommy Lee Jones does. No, Tommy Lee Jones did all of that. God, I love Japanese commercials.
Wow. Okay, there.
Steam is down.
It.
Yeah, that's why we're doing Fugi's.
I'm surprised I'm able to play this game, honestly.
Cool, it doesn't run off Steam servers. That's why.
Yay, I'm almost level 18. Also, I helped somebody kill a walker, I think.
So, we did have the...
Sorry.
It was a hell of a breakdown. I know, it was great.
Sorry, let's jump back to Larian now.
Yep. So, we had Larian kind of getting into some hot water this week. And it all started with this GameSpot article. Or as we thought. But we're going to read this first.
Okay.
Machine learning and artificial intelligence systems are some of the most talked about technologies. Goodness, sorry, I've been drinking a lot because I've been talking a lot.
Stop drinking soda.
I'm not drinking soda. I have water and Advanced GG, and my Advanced GG's gone. But
oh, is that Advanced GG that you got by using code MommaOcco 10?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Anyway, machine learning and artificial intelligence systems are some of the most talked about technologies in gaming and across a variety of other industries. Some fear advancements to such systems might lead to negative consequences, while others predict a rosier future. Still, others, like Larian Studios boss Sven Vink, are trying to thoughtfully implement new technologies to help empower developers and not replace them. We caught up with Vinke recently, who discussed a range of subjects, including machine learning and AI, and you can watch the full interview below. So that's there. We can watch it if we want, but I think we're just gonna read the article.
How long is it?
56 minutes.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Tasks nobody wants to do. Vinke said Larian currently uses machine learning systems to help automate game development tasks that nobody wants to do. It's the obvious things like a motion capture cleaning or voice editing or something very specific. Retargeting, so that is basically if you play with different species, you want to be able to reuse an animation on a different species that are in a different size, and then they're doing certain interactions with others, Vinke explained. For these purposes, machine learning works really well. Vinke said Larian is also embracing the technology for what's called whiteboxing, which is the term for how a studio like Larian's iterates on ideas rapidly. Whiteboxing is essentially the stage before you actually do the real implementation, he said, noting that using machine learning can help speed up the process. Under traditional development circumstances, this might take some time before a developer can create something that's actually playable, but whiteboxing with machine learning helps accelerate that. But for Venke's money, the most exciting implementation of machine learning is when it can be used for new gameplay elements. However, it's still early days and Larian is not there yet or even close. But it's an area that Venke is excited about because it could help the studio implement new RPG ideas faster. For an RPG developer, what you really want is something that helps with reactivity to agency, he said. So permutations that you did not foresee, reacting to things that the player has done in the world, they will certainly augment the gameplay experience. Venke mentioned how in the game like FIFA, now called EA Sports FC, the under-the-hood procedural generation happens in real time, and that's what he's referring to in regards to how machine learning can impact gameplay. Red flags. For all of this hope and optimism about using new technologies like machine learning to help speed up and improve gameplay development, Venke also said he understands there are red flags. To consider, some people have legitimate fears of machine learning and AI systems stealing their work or taking their jobs. However, Venke said Larian is hiring more people, not fewer, thanks to new technologies. This is what others like EA CEO Andrew Wilson and Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick have predicted. It's always going to be the people that are going to make a difference, Venke said. And so for us, it's super clear that we're investing heavily into the team and the human touch that's being added to that. With more automation, human workers are freed up to create more, which in turn leads to the possibility of making more complex things, Venke said. When complexity goes up, things start getting really interesting. So it's fair to say that the games that are being made today are arguably more complex than they were in the past, he said. The faster you can iterate, the faster you will get to a certain result. And then and the tightening of those pipelines should allow you, in theory, to make your game in a more efficient manner. Automation with machine learning AI is a huge thing, Venke said. People may not be aware of how much time an animator may spend on stuff they don't want to work on. As such, thanks to automation, it adds a lot to the time that they have to work on the creative stuff, Venke said. Venke said it's the wrong attitude to assume that automation will replace various people and departments, because automation should, in theory, allow people to do more of what really matters and the stuff they don't want to do. Goodness. Which is true. Absolutely true.
Yeah.
In that regard.
I have a side tangent. So you know that Kim Kardashian now has a skin in Fortnite?
Yeah.
Her skin is the #1 most used Fortnite in the game right now. Here, I'm gonna send this to you. You can take a guess as to why she's the #1 used skin right now. It's just that I just figured I'd share that with you as like a.
I mean, I can guess why.
I think that's full latex. That is just wow. Wow, that is crazy, chat. Why would you give me that game? Because I wanted you to suffer. Sorry, I just thought that was just an interesting side tangent I wanted to share with you. I thought you might find that funny.
I mean, I'm not surprised. We can talk about the other Fortnite thing later, which will upset people.
What other Fortnite thing?
It's Batman related.
Oh, okay. I don't remember, but we can talk about it later.
Is Amalgamite here? No.
Yes, more.
I don't know what Amal's doing, but she's not here right now.
Toaster! Yay, I got a toaster.
Anyway, Venke said it's the wrong attitude to assume automation will replace various people and departments. Because automation should, in theory, allow people to do more of what really matters and less stuff they don't want to do. That's not necessarily cost reduction, he added, but it's going to be an increase of ability, which is a good thing. Following the huge success of Baldur's Gate 3 in 2024, everyone is wondering what Larian is going to make next. We know it won't be Baldur's Gate 4, but instead of a project codenamed Excalibur. Now, this article was made before Divinity. Or before that Divinity announcement.
Okay.
Beyond Larian's next game, Venke is thinking even further out and has grand plans to create a very big RPG that will dwarf any of Larian's previous releases. That game we do know now is Divinity. But this article caused him to crash out.
The Larian guy, yeah.
Yeah. From Sven Venke, Holy fuck, guys, we are not pushing hard for or replacing concept artists with AI. We have a team of 72 artists, of which 23 are concept artists, and we are hiring more. The art they create is original, and I'm very proud of what they do. I was asked explicitly about concept art and our use of Gen AI. I answered that we use it to explore things. We didn't say we use it to develop concept art. The artists do that. They are indeed world-class artists. We use AI tools to explore references, just like we use Google and art books. At the very early ideation stages, we use it as a rough outline for composition, which we replace with original concept art. There is no comparison. We talked about how we use machine learning here if you'd like to know more. We hired creatives for their talent, not for their ability to do what a machine suggests, but they can experiment with those tools to make their lives easier.
I think the thing that's really frustrating is AI has kind of been around for a while in different forms. The kind of AI he's talking about, yes, it has been around for a long time. People will use AI to like toss around concepts, or I think it was the Spider-Man movie, I want to say, that used a form of AI to help out with like, tell me if I'm wrong, because you actually watched the movie and I didn't, but like some AI was used in that movie as well.
I have no idea.
Okay, fair enough. Could be wrong, chat. I could be very wrong. All I'm saying is just like, I'm upset with the idea that people are so taboo about quote-unquote AI, because like in the grand scheme of things, like it doesn't matter. It really just doesn't matter. I don't care. Stay away from me, broski.
You do know you can press G to do emotes, right?
I don't care.
Including like saying "Don't shoot me."
I've got a renegade, so if I headshot him, he'd die. I just want to leave with. I just want to leave with my 2 toasters. I just want to leave with my 2 toasters.
So we see people. Grums, Tyg is even in here. Grum, Savvy, and Demion. But there was one that caught people's attention when it came to this.
People are retarded. I understand that people are retarded, but like it's still stupid to say like, oh, you're not allowed to use AI for anything. And it's just like, there's so many process with the way how broad AI is a defined concept. AI is used in everything. If you want me to be real, AI exists in everything. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. And I'm kind of tired of people thinking that they know everything about AI when they don't really at all. Sorry, go ahead.
So we saw all those people kind of jump in on the conversation, but there was one that caught people's eye and is kind of gaining some backlash. George Alexopoulos, or G Prime 85. I'm sure you know him.
I might have. I might.
Asking your concept artist to use AI is worse than having no concept artist at all. You may as well be asking them to dig graves for their profession. Shame on you and your company. I won't be touching more of your slop.
Oh, yeah, he's like a famous political artist, I think.
Yes, he is.
He's retarded. This is the first time he's kind of had a retarded take about it then.
Yeah, so if you want an idea of like his art, because I'm sure people have seen him, it's like this.
No, yeah, he's got good art, I would say.
Yeah. So he said a take that people are not liking.
No, because like he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's hearing AI and he's like, late. This is why, like, there's some artists that I really fucking like. Some of them are lewd. In fact, a good chunk of the ones that I got upset with when this all started, they were lewd. Like all of them are retarded because they're like, oh my gosh, this is just. I just get really upset with these kinds of people, and it's just like you don't realize what you're trying to. One, you don't realize what you're fighting against, and two, you don't realize that you could like make this more profitable for yourself. But instead, you'd rather be like a little retard motherfucker and whine, bitch, and moan that AI is being used, and it's just like, if you got such a problem with it, stop using your fucking computer. I'm sorry, just stop using your fucking computer, in my personal opinion. So
indeed.
I just maxed out stamina increase. I feel like that'll be helpful.
So, Okami13 or Kami on Twitter basically said, double down on this, and this is kind of where people started learning a little bit more about what's going on here. Basically saying, Larian CEO confirms the studio is using generative AI to explore ideas, flesh out PowerPoint presentation, and develop concept art and write placeholder text. He says there won't be any AI-generated content in Divinity, and everything is human actors. We're writing everything ourselves. But people noticed when it came to this, Bloomberg. Where did Bloomberg come into all of this?
I don't know, where did they come into all of this?
So, Okami actually grabbed a transcript of an interview between Jason Schreier and Sven Vincke.
Ah, so it's Jason Schreier's fault.
This is all leading back to Jason Schreier being a shitheel.
Well, that's kind of like his thing.
So we could read we were gonna read the transcript of the interview.
How long is it?
But I managed. It's two things here, but I got the entire article from Bloomberg, and that is locked behind payment. I don't know how I wasn't locked behind payment, but I got the whole interview or the whole article.
Well, if you use ad blockers, sometimes that gets through the payment thing.
So we can read the transcript of the interview, or we can read the full article. I will leave that one up to you.
Let's read the transcript. Because I imagine we have more stuff that we want to go through tonight.
Okay. So these oh god.
Sorry, I just like my brain.
It's shutting off, which means we need to be
No,
done soon.
no, that's not it. I'm just feeling a little bit I'm feeling just a little bit dizzy now.
Okay.
Sorry.
So Jason Schreier, speaking of efficiency, you've spoken a little bit about Gen AI. And I know that's been a point of discussion on the team too. Do you feel like it can speed up production? Sven Vincke, in terms of generation, like whiteboxing, yes, there's things, but I'm not 100% sure if you're actually seeing speed ups that much. You're trying more stuff, having tried stuff out. I don't actually think it accelerates things because there's a lot of hype out there. I haven't really seen, oh, this is really gonna replace things. I haven't seen that. I've seen a lot of where you initially get excited. Oh, this could be cool. And then you say, in the end, we doesn't really do the thing. Everything is human actors. We are writing everything ourselves. There is no generated assets that you're gonna see in the game. We are trying to use generated assets to accelerate whiteboxing. But I mean, to be fair, we're talking about basic things to help the level designers. What about concept art? So that's being used by concept artists. They use it the same like they would photos. We have like 30 concept artists at this point or something like that. So we brought a boutique, let me rephrase that. So we bought a boutique concept art firm at the moment that everyone is using, reducing them because they were going to AI. In our case, it just went up. If there's one thing that artists keep on asking, is for more concept artists. But what they do is they use it for exploration. The other thing I've seen that being used for more and more is placeholders, stub dialogue. Well, yes. So it depends on the scripter. In our case, what we do is whiteboxing means that the scripts are stub text in there. Some scripters will probably use a ChatGPT, some will write it themselves. It's really up to them. But you found that it's not actually speeding things up, it's just kind of allowing more experimentation. Well, in the sense it speeds it up because your experimentation is broader. But I mean, it's not as if their dialogues are suddenly being written faster, and on the contrary, it's not as if you're seeing the scripting going faster. What's happening is there's just more stuff being done. But I mean, if you've used ChatGPT, it helps you organize things and get you a faster until it screws up. And right, you still will always have to alter it yourself. And I mean, like, I'm non-native English, so it's easier for me to make my phrases without mistakes, so it helps with that.
Holy
until
cow.
it screws up. To write your company emails, No. I mean, like, sorry. I mean, I like putting it in there to see, okay, this is a clean version of my text. So what's happening is I write with worse grammar now, then I use it to clean up my text, and then I have to go over it again to clean it up again. That seems like it would take more time. Yes, I know, but I have the feeling like my phrases are better. Your English is pretty good. You don't have to worry that much. I think experimentation, whiteboxing, some broader whiteboxing, lots and lots of applications and retargeting and cleaning and editing, these are things that just really take a lot of time. So that allows you to do more. But there's a lot of value there in terms of the creative process itself. It helps in doing things, but I haven't seen the acceleration. So I'm really curious to see, because there's all studios that said, oh, this is going to accelerate. If you look at the state of the art of video games today, these are still in their infancy. Will they eventually manage to do that at a large scale? I don't know how much data centers they're going to need to be able to do it. It doesn't seem like it's causing more efficiency, so why use it? This is a tech-driven industry, so you try stuff. You can't afford not to try things, because if somebody finds the golden egg and you're not using it, you're dead in this industry. Okay. But the downside, though, is that it's so poisonous, controversial to players, to artists, to creative people in a way that other tech isn't. Maybe Photoshop used to be back in the day. I think you would find the same argument back in the days for a lot of things, right? Anything that was being automated was always considered. I think the part of this job is to make sure that you are competitive and state-of-the-art. So if you don't look at the state-of-the-art, you will eventually regret it. That's going to be even worse for the developers.
Sorry,
so that's the end of the transcripts. Your brain shut up.
No, it's not my brain. I just got like a little sick feeling. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain it. I'm not feeling that right now, but like, you ever just have like that random moment where you feel like you want to throw up for a moment and then it like goes away?
Well, do you want to take a break and go see if you can feel better?
No. I'm fine now. I drank some water and that helped, but I just like, oh, my apologies. But from what I got from listening to this is he's like, yeah, it's a fun little thing to use, but I don't see this as like a replacement is what I'm hearing from him.
The basic necessities of what he's saying, and he used himself as an example, where because he's a non-native English speaker, he might fumble some words in English. So he'll write a thing and is like, I don't feel like this came out right. Throws it at ChatGPT or any other AI stuff. ChatGPT spits it back at him with, the same statement, but maybe fixed up dialogue or whatever there. And then he'll look at it again and go, okay, I'm going to change this, X, Y, and Z. Because, it did help, but it wasn't like the end all be all. That's kind of what he's saying here.
Understandable. And I like, why do people care? Like, I don't know. I think me continuing to belabor that is just going to piss me off and just sound annoying and boring. So I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to say is just like, it's kind of dull to see the word AI get mentioned and then everybody just falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
It's really rough spot to be in when you're upset with how the other side of AI is going, but like you also want to spite AI people that are anti-AI as well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of where I am at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Akko's dying. I'm not dying. I just felt nauseous. That's the word. Nauseous. I felt incredibly nauseous for a moment. And now, thankfully, I am not feeling nauseous anymore.
Okay. So we do have the article. So that is there if we want to read it. But
I mean, we just read the transcript, didn't we?
We just read the transcript, but there is the full Bloomberg article as well if you want to. But I actually came across this when I was doing some research for this whole segment.
Okay.
And I came across Valifor VT, which is an Eldritch Moon VTuber, according to their thing. They're Canadian, so...
Ew.
Concept artist here. The AI hate directed at Larian Studio is 100% ignorant and bad faith virtue signaling. Artists are not against AI used as a tool, we're against Gen AI that was trained on real artworks and mass-produced slops that imitated our hard work and then marketed as our replacement.
I need to stop this person right here because that's not true. I have met artists that are like, oh no, if you even if you train it on your own art, you're still a horrible, despicable human being. Like legitimately, I knew a really good artist, but he was like so retarded about that kind of shit. I was just like, holy shit, you are fucking cooked. Like this guy legitimately thought that even if you trained your own art, that you were a horrible person and you did it off the backs of other artists. And I was like, you're retarded. So this person is wrong because there are people that legitimately think that even if you touch AI, even in the most chill of way, you're cooked.
No, yeah.
So I'm sorry, random person, but I disagree.
So we will finish reading this.
Yes, go ahead.
In pre-production, the art team would grab random pictures off the internet. God, I feel like I had a burp again. Anyway, and on other games to create a general mood board for aesthetics and vibe that fit the art direction. There are more nuances than this. I'm describing this in the most simplified way possible. A mood board of a character may include several pictures of other video games or anime shows, dozens of objects with texture references for parts of their attire, multiple reference pictures of relevant objects such as animals or historic weapons or even other character artwork made for other games, all of which are randomly drawn from the internet and put together for the purpose of creating an overall aesthetic for a design that will become original in its own way, inspired by its references and the artist's own creativity and originality to visualize it when they create the design by doing art. Larian Studio mentioned using AI to streamline this process in actively menial labor of looking for relevant and cool pictures on the internet, in essence. There is zero reason why AI speeding up this process is a bad thing. It is essentially the same thing as someone asking Grok for facts they could have spent hours, or sorry. It is essentially the same as someone asking Grok for facts they could have spent a few hours reading through Wikipedia pages. None of the pictures grabbed by either the AI or the art team in this process are being exploited for any monetary gain, since they're simply inspiration and visual direction. This has been standard practice in the industry for decades.
Well, yeah, it's normal for them to do that kind of shit.
I mean, I'm going to be totally honest. And I don't know if I should be saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway, because it adds on to this. Part of the design of this model was found on Google from AI pictures. I didn't generate that, but I found it, and I'm like, oh, I like that. And I put it together in a Google Doc, and I threw it at an artist and said, hey, can you make this in your own thing?
Uh-huh.
And they did, and it turned out fantastic. Like,
well, I know Ari doesn't care if you give him AI references, because I've asked him, I was like, do you care? And he's like, no. So, like, you know, it's completely fine. Some artists will be chill about it. Then you're going to have, again, some retard motherfuckers that are just going to, like, act stupid. And it's just like, I'm not here for it.
It's time to take Temp down. This is too far. Like, okay. I get people being mad about it. I do. But that's the way of the internet now.
I still don't understand the hate.
I don't either.
Like, yeah, especially if it is like 100% not trained off of somebody else's like work. Ooh. So I get really pissed off at it. I thought it long and hard about it, as you can probably imagine, based off of how I'm speaking. But, like, I get really fucking upset with some of these people. Fuck, another weapon.
So, Legendary Drops came out. I don't know if you've heard of Legendary Drops.
No.
But I've been finding them in my YouTube page, or my YouTube shorts occasionally, and they're pretty decent takes. Oh, God, my model is, like, having a heart attack. I have to applaud some in the media on this. They're absolutely nailed the hysteria when reporting Larian and Sandfall using AI. The end result of this will be companies communicating less and less and being less transparent just to avoid projection and emotional outbursts. Great work. It's just funny to me to see people want to attack those who are being transparent, explaining their process, the honest ones. All you do is embolden those who aren't being honest and have ill intentions. Fucking idiots.
No, yeah, I agree.
So, and again, honestly, maybe a tinfoil hat theory. I would not be surprised at all if like stuff like Black Ops 7 was used to really push AI work. So other companies can be like, well, what if we like dipped our toes in to see like what we can do? And that way, like the bigger AAA market, which has been absolutely eating shit for several years now, can use it as a backdrop of like, see, they used AI. We're not in the wrong. We're better than them. Or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question. You realize that LLMs, when they train off data, they never retain that data. It just uses images to ref. I don't listen. It doesn't matter what you say. These people will legitimately like think that you're the most evil person in the world by using OpenAI, even if it is a freshly downloaded model. All right, where are you, motherfucker? Oh, you're all the way over there. Okay. Shit.
We'll get back to it when Akko's not dying.
No, I'm listening. I'm talking here.
Yeah, you stop mid-talk to say you're dying, motherfucker.
I was talking to an arc, not you, sir. But anyway, I mean, like, what else can I say about this? It's just like retarded for these people. I've ranted about it so many times. I'm really tired of artists saying that they are morally better because they choose not to use a brand new tool that exists. That's all it is. And I'm like tired. They got AI derangement syndrome. The guy that, like, again, there was one specific artist. I had paid him for a project, and he was going to draw something for me. It was lewd, obviously. And what ended up happening is he realizes I was streaming, and he comes in, and he was listening. And he listens to Sparky talking about AI. And he was like, oh, that's weird. Why are you talking about AI like that? And I'm just like, why do you care? It literally, like, and I explained my whole thing was just like, I don't care. Like, this whole thing is bullshit. And the artist was like, all right, I can't work for you anymore. He throws me my money back, and then he blocks me. And I'm just like, okay, you're gonna be sacrificed when the AI overlords come. I'm passionate about I'm just as passionate about this as I am about other things.
I don't mean to spam, but Little V Mills deleted his music covers for E33 and called it trash in a community post.
Wait, what happened?
So a cover artist on YouTube, now I'm reading this from Requiem, did covers for different songs in Expedition 33.
Okay.
And according to what Requiem is saying, he ended up deleting all of his covers because of the little bit of AI usage in the game and called the game trash.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. The hatred for Expedition 33 is so forced.
And I'm calling it right now. The only reason this is happening is because the game won 9 awards.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It feels so forced at times. And I don't know why. I legitimately don't know why. There's a lot of assorted seeds. I'm gonna get rid of one of these snow globes. I think I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. I think I could go on for hours just saying, oh, I think that this is just like people, it's a fad, just hating on it. But it's like, I think it's gonna be hated on forever, and people just need to stop caring, you know?
No, yeah, absolutely.
You know? Oh, I got too many of those.
So, adding on to this, Daniel Vavra, which is the CEO behind the studio behind Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, had this to say.
Oh gosh.
This AI hysteria is the same as when people were smashing steam engines in the 19th century. At Larian, which is Sven Vink, said they were doing something that absolutely everyone else is doing and got an insanely crazy shitstorm. I've even seen someone accuse us of using AI in KCD2. I don't know anything about it, except that I used Topaz Labs to upscale some of the AI elements from KCD1 and some of the old low-res textures. I'm no fan of AI-generated art, but anyway, it's time to face reality. AI is here to stay with us. As frightening as it may be, that's the way it is. Personally, it scares me the most in the music because you can't even recognize AI there anymore.
No.
On the other hand,
Not really.
you really can't, no. On the other hand, you know what I hate most about making games? The fact it takes 7 years and 300 people and tens of millions of dollars to make, and the fact that Tom had to spend 500 hours in the studio recording completely generic heckling and generic bars. If AI can help me make an epic game in a year with a smaller team like in the old days, I'm all for it. That game will still have an art director, writers, programmers, graphic designers, and they won't have to do all the tiresome and boring tasks. They'll have to focus on the essentials. I have ideas for lots of games, and I'm 50 years old, and so far it's taken me 7 years on average to make one game. If AI helps me realize those ideas faster, I'm all for it. As for the RPG and the actors, wouldn't it be nice if you could ask anyone anything in an RPG, like maybe someone on the road, directions, or what they think of their neighbors? We already have tools, 11 Labs can do it, where you can script an NPC, their character, their knowledge and opinions, and then they talk to you about anything. For non-story stuff, this is an absolutely revolutionary development from a player's point of view. And you can't record it with an actor because it has infinite variations. But what you can record are cutscenes and story dialogue. You don't need an Oscar-level performance when ordering a sausage in a pub or when asking how to get to the castle. Programmers have a problem. The work of most of them will probably not be needed very soon, and we will have software architects, and AI will do the programming. Very soon, resisting this is probably as meaningful as resisting the use of sewing machines in the textile industry. We're going back to riding on horses while we could use planes and cars.
I like that. I like that comparison because yeah, sewing machines did kind of like eat a lot of people's lunch, and it was very unfortunate. But like eventually people figured out that there are people that stuck with the looms after sewing machines. Granted, looms are still very useful today, but there are people that stuck with like hand sewing and loom stuff, and then there's people that decided to jump over to the sewing machine. People that jumped over to the sewing machine were happier, and it's just like that's my same thing for a lot of other people that are whining about this shit. And it's just like, you got a problem with this? Maybe you should pick up the sewing machine and get to work. Otherwise, I don't give a shit.
Absolutely. Or going back to riding horses, that while we could use planes and cars, and how many horse breeders lost their jobs thanks to Henry Ford. Who and how will recognize if the game was programmed by a human or AI, and who will want to spend months of work on hundreds of hours, thousands of dollars, when the same thing can be achieved in minutes for free? The whole AI revolution may mean the demise of humanity. Nobody knows now. But it may also mean that anyone at a fraction of the current cost will be able to implement virtually any grand idea. Making a game will be as easy as writing a book. There will be more people, there will be more games. We will see the return of niche genres. Some games will be better, maybe just a few. There will be a lot of trash, but who cares? There's a lot of average trash in books and music for years. It will also be the end of most big publishers and Hollywood as we know it. Nobody will need their money and resources anymore. What we saw with the boom of indie scene thanks to Steam, we will see with AAA games thanks to AI. Or Skynet will destroy us before that. Either way, there's no stopping it. I use AI to translate this text from my native language. Let the shitstorm begin.
Oh gosh. He did that specifically because he wanted people to get upset at him for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of like him for that, but I also know he kind of like bowed to the woke mob just a little bit, so I'm just like,
he bowed to the woke. Well, I would say that, but I'm not gonna grab the ire of Magma.
Who cares? Magma's not in.
Magma's in chat.
He's in chat, but he's not here, so he can't fight back.
Yeah, I think Magma sent me the. Yeah, he did. Okay, here. So this is the thing from Little V. I pulled my Lumiere cover last week after learning that E33 launched with Gen AI assets that were quietly patched out after release. I have a zero tolerance policy for generative AI, and I am incredibly disappointed with Sandfall Interactive. I was working on another cover from the game, with someone that I have also trashed. I have also pulled my BG3 videos after Larian CEO admitted to using Gen AI. And Little V is about to get absolutely shat on for this.
Yeah, but he's only on Blue Sky, isn't he? That looks like Blue Sky, or unless I'm wrong.
No, this is YouTube.
Oh, okay. No,
That's
never mind.
YouTube.
Never mind. Yeah, he's gonna get shit on. It's YouTube. He's gonna get shit on. He makes good covers, but his politics are his own. His whole personality. Yeah, he's gonna get shit on so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
He's Canadian? Well, that answers everything.
Yeah. Yeah. His fanboys were glazing him. I mean, that's what fanboys do. You know, I wish if there was nothing in the thing, it would just not let you scavenge it.
Well, no, it still gives you XP.
I know, but still. I look in there like a loot goblin thinking that I can get something. Anyway, continue.
So, Asmongold actually made a response to Sven Vink.
Okay.
AI informing development of games and media is the future. No amount of downvotes, likes, or social media posts is going to change that. The only reason AI is seen negatively online is that artists and media have manufactured false consensus that it's bad to protect their jobs.
I still don't think that AI is like killing artists right now. You know, I think the most you'd say is maybe the algorithm on Twitter is not as good as it used to be, and some artists are getting fucked over because of that. But like overall, I don't see artists getting, because like, listen, I'm gonna be completely. I say this a lot, but if an artists just telling you, people that go to AI weren't going to buy from you anyway because they're cheap or they're poor or they're not interested in your art or you're too expensive. It's possible that you're just too expensive. But it's just like you can't say that AI will kill your you can't say that it'll kill your stuff because like if I gen AI art, I was probably not going to buy it from you in the first place. That's all I'm going to say. It's just like you're delusional to think that the person that gens AI art all day cares. The fuck?
No, absolutely. So, after the whole debacle, Sven Vinke came out and said, "It's been a week since we announced Divinity, our next RPG, and a lot has become lost in translation. Larian's DNA is agency. Everything we work towards is to the benefit of our teams, games, and players. A better workday and a better game. Our successes come from empowering people to work in their own way and bring the best out of their skill and craft so that we can make the best RPGs we can possibly make. In that context, it would be irresponsible for us to not to evaluate new technologies. However, our processes are always evolving, and where they are not efficient or fail to align with who we are, we will make changes. To give more insight, we'll do an AMA featuring our different departments after the holiday break, in which you'll get the opportunity to ask us any questions you have about Divinity and our dev process directly. We'll announce the date in the new year. In the meantime, I wish you all happy holidays."
I appreciate that he said that, but he also didn't really need to say that.
I mean, to be fair, they might have already been planning this. It's just now, like, I don't know.
I just don't think they need to. I feel like he's leaning on like. No, I wouldn't even say that. I just think he needs to be careful.
He does. Whoa. I think Larian will be fine no matter what. Hell, I think Sandball will be fine no matter what. To end the Larian discussion, I did grab this post from Vara Dark. I'm sure some of you have seen her on Side Scrollers. So over the past few days, Larian's statement about AI use caused outrage. Jason Schreier also admitted to leaving out context. I did not see that, but I'm not surprised in the slightest. Jason Schreier's an absolute shitheel. Ex-Larian dev claims sexual assault and fascist worked at the company. They admitted to wanting them fired due to conflicting political opinions. Sandfall Interactive's use of AI placeholder images that were replaced right after release have been brought back up. The Gamer claims Claire Obscure's Game of the Year sweep is now being called into question over AI usage. Lords of the Fallen CEO was attacked over answering a fan's question saying, yes, there will be attractive female characters. Paul Tassie's campaign against him failed right after Indie/AA's dominate the Game Awards. Surely this isn't coordinated. Yeah.
No, I could see that.
2023 and 2025 were indie sweeps.
So some people, I could definitely see the. Oh, hi there, big guy. I could definitely see that there is maybe some manufactured pushback.
Yeah. I fully believe there is some part of this that is fully manufactured by AAA to try and get the indie and AA scene to take a massive hit.
I could see that.
Because AAA has been eating shit for months or years even. You know, with the added Sweet Baby, with, well, mostly the Sweet Baby, and like bowing to agenda-driven goals, like, because of all of that is why indie and AA are just succeeding.
Yeah.
Even, like, some stuff that you may see as woke and agenda-driven in BG3 is probably there because that is a character decision that you can make because it's D&D, and also probably Wizards of the Coast, admittedly.
You cannot make a lot in this game. Wow. Okay. Ow. Lil V's a woke retard. He will not survive the winter. Damn. Brutal. But probably fair. Oh, come on, broski. That didn't touch me. Hey, he's down. Ow. Ow. Time for me to swoop in and make covers? Yeah, do it. You never know. Fuck, I'm trying not to die right now. Little V is just a cover artist. No, he is. He's not like...
Let's head home at the Red Lake balcony list.
I don't think he's as important as some people probably think. There we go. All right. He can have the Rocketeer thing. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Chat. Somebody asked me how single player Arc Raiders is. Is pretty fine. You know, most the way that it works is if you're in lobbies where people are less aggressive, typically it's way less aggressive. Also, I don't know what happened to Temp. I think Temp has a phone call now. That's probably why he's missing. But yeah, I've been enjoying single player, honestly. I will play with more people. I told Mizu and Lumi that I wanted to play, and both of them are down with that. Did I get the thing you sent me? I'm trying not to die right now. It looks like you sent me a song. All right, we're getting out of here. Cool. I saw you playing with another person the other day. I was playing with Mizu the other day, if that's what you're asking. Let me catch up on these supers. Wolfsbane sent a couple. I'm tired, boss. Real tired. Mama coffee. Oh no, anyways. Top Gun meme. And then, sorry, Top Gear meme. I've had little sleep. Hey, me too. I can't wait for... once overtime is over, I'm gonna get some nice sleep. Welcome back, by the way. Had a phone call or something like that.
Oh yeah, I had a phone call from a client that could not be delayed.
Understood. Well, I know that you're the only one doing that. So how much more do we have tonight that you wanted to talk about?
I guess going on back into the AI stuff, this also happened recently. There was an update to Battlefield 6 for the Christmas event. And apparently they used Battlefield 6 has reportedly added an AI cosmetics to the game with a new player card in the store having what appears to be AI generated emblem on it.
Oh boy, that's funny.
And I kind of see it because like that finger's on like right here.
Yeah, I think I can kind of see it.
I can kind of see it, but oh no.
For a AAA company doing it, I'm not. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. Why are you
I'm
surprised?
Not surprised in the slightest. I'm not surprised in the slightest.
I just find it funny.
I really do want to talk about this. This is from Kill Team Media. With gameplay of their game Code Violet. The actual thing here says, dive into the heart-pounding terror of the official Code Violet gameplay trailer, our spiritual successor to the legendary Dino Crisis.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, we talked about this on Thursday.
With ferocious prehistoric threats. So you talked about the modding scene with this on Thursday.
Yes, me and Mizu talked about the modding scene.
Okay, well then do you want to skip it then?
No, let's talk about it. You didn't talk about it with me, so let's talk about it. You were pretty upset, like when we talked about it. You were like, "Oh, you guys don't want to talk about it."
You've pulled that a few times. Yes, you have.
Damn, chat. I feel called out right now. Temp's mad at me tonight.
So, the trailer for Code Violet was reposted by Pirate Nation, which specifically pointed out the Code Violet will not be on PC because the devs do not want vulgar mods. Hold our voice actresses with high regard, as well as our artistic vision. The dev team responded, saying, your point? Big difference between showing a character's female figure and the shape of their body versus pornographic or naked modifications to the character. We are against the vulgar pornographic mods. We are not against sexiness. And yes, we have great respect for our voice actors as well as our art. Is something wrong with that? And no, nothing is wrong with that.
No.
I think some people do take it to some extremes, but I also think the dev team here also took it to some extremes. That is a crash out. So, where is it? I think it's in this order. I just did it maybe wrong. This is from Ayaka Mods. They deleted, so the this post, the your point, big difference, whatever, they deleted that post.
I'm surprised. Not really, but
according to Ayaka Mods, Kill Team Media just flat out blocked Ayaka Mods. I don't think I grabbed it, and that's maybe an oversight on my part, but I think what Ayaka Mods did is actually say, well, it doesn't matter if you don't release it on PC or not. We're going to end up finding a way to have these mods on console anyway. So get over it. And they ended up blocking Ayaka mods. Whee! So this was their response. We have deleted the post that offended a certain group of very hateful people. We don't typically delete our posts because we don't believe in cowering to the mob. We remain unaffected by the hate we have received over the years, and we invest our own money and time into our games. Like us or hate us, we focus on the positive. However, it has now become absolutely unacceptable. Certain individuals are attacking a talented professional we had the honor of working with. We believe the vast majority of gamers respect Alenia Weiss, and want their games to have such talent to voice the characters they will enjoy playing as. Everyone should come together to appreciate her and not try to chase her out of a bright future in games where maybe one day she could take the stage at the Game Awards, and we remember fondly when we were shooting dinosaurs having a blast as the beautiful Violet. We are privileged to have her be the voice of Violet, and there's no world where she should be subject to even one hateful, disgusting comment. As a company, we have the right to choose how and where to sell our games. We have strived to answer public questions honestly, but when some disagree with our response, they launch attacks. Others use our comments for rage bait, creating posts and videos to stoke controversy, and profit from the hate. At this point, we are just never commenting on the garbage thrown at us, and if you do on our page, you are getting blocked. Our page is for our fans to come talk with us and each other, hear what news and or give input, so we can make our games better. Violet has all the extra outfits because so many asked for them. There have been countless constructive criticisms, comments that we have taken and implemented. We fully value the feedback. What we get from those who are going to or have played our games, this page can be positive. So we are not going to just shut up and not talk with so many great people on here that are the whole reason Team Kill exists. There are those who want us to cower, fail, or go out of business. We're not going to. We will continue forward, committed to our work, and undeterred. We have many games in the works, and the haters are not getting rid of us. We have almost 10 years invested, and we are here to stay. Yes, but you don't need to crash out so hard.
No, and chat's bringing up that, like, the game, it literally has skimpy outfits as, like, part of a pre-order, which, like, you have to ask, what are they actually... My brain is falling apart, one. But
yeah,
two...
we'll be done soon.
But two... I mean, it's falling apart partially because it's... Oh, excuse me. It's just like... What's the problem here? Why... What... It makes no sense to me that you're upset because of skimpy outfits when all you do is... skimpy outfits, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. So I think their comments here have basically killed the game, at least on, from a PC audience standpoint.
Well, definitely
note,
PC.
It is not coming to PC. They have said it is a PlayStation exclusive.
Okay.
Because it is a PlayStation exclusive, because they don't want modders. And for our final thing for the night, this was a smaller thing, but I kind of wanted to bring it up because it kind of surprised me. So back in April, there was a trailer from War Thunder. It was actually, technically it's on March 31st, but when they posted it was on April 1st.
Okay.
So people thought this was an April Fool's joke. So we're gonna go ahead and play this, and chat can kind of give me their opinions about this. Loud. I don't want it to be too loud. So War Thunder, stuff like tanks, boats, planes, that's the stuff you'd expect to see in a trailer like this. And again, I want to add on that this was an April Fool's thing. So a lot of people thought this was an April Fool's joke.
4 APCs moving towards you from southwest. Over. Roger.
What do you think this is?
I was gonna say more COD, but like that already exists.
So what this was what people thought was an April Fool's joke of the War Thunder team teasing infantry being added to War Thunder.
Okay.
Infantry is essentially what you'd see in like Battlefield or Call of Duty or stuff like that. And the fact that there were already, playable planes, playable boats, playable tanks, it basically kind of killed World of Tanks for some people, kind of killing World of Warships for some people. War Thunder has basically become the premier war game.
Uh-huh.
Or like military war game for some people.
Uh-huh.
So when this came out, people were like, oh, they're not going to do infantry. This has to be an April Fool's joke.
Infantry is basically
soldiers.
Soldiers.
All boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Guns,
That's what
soldiers.
I thought. That's what I thought. I was like, okay. Just double checking because
this is from a live stream. No, it's real.
He's got the lead.
This is gameplay of actual playable infantry in War Thunder.
Really?
I'm using
yes.
Interesting.
I'm dragging this because I love verticality in gaming.
Yeah. Now, what I'm hearing from other people that have actually play War Thunder is that this is a separate game mode from like dealing with like tanks and planes and boats and other stuff like that, which is fair. I think having all of that might make things a little too chaotic, but having it as an option in a game like this is appreciated.
It's nice.
And War Thunder is free to play, by the way.
It's much more condensed and lots more detail.
And obviously, War Thunder is the game that several militaries hate.
Yes, this is the game that is leaking all of those. It leaks
schematics and military secrets and stuff like that.
What's
the community's that autistic.
It's really funny. They leak all these schematics. They leak all these things. If you can get into these vehicles and drive around these vehicles, you can see just how true these schematics are, and if they're actually used in game for interiors. If they do that, that would be hilarious. Oh.
So this is fantastic, and I definitely
going back into the basement.
I said this to Victus on Twitter because apparently Victus is also in a open. I think it's a closed beta.
We can.
Where
long? It looks like the tickets are going to be bleeding.
They have an extraction shooter in development too.
This time we're gonna speedrun.
And he's been playing that.
Careful.
And we're gonna.
So I basically said, look, people, if this is good, people need to be watching Battlefield 6 and Tarkov.
Race mode with this one here.
Because this is a first-person shooter, extraction shooter, from what I understand.
Right on the back.
A little bit in the back.
So the fact it's a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
That was a good effort, though.
Already, and if it turns out being good, and the fact that War Thunder is basically liked across the board, means this probably has a really good chance of being good.
General for the infantry is very short.
And it might actually come and slap some of the people that are, or not people, some of the games that already do stuff like this.
Exactly. So the fact that this exists, I think it's going to at least damage Call of Duty. I don't know about Battlefield 6. But Call of Duty, definitely.
What do we do though? 30? Oh.
I'm a technical tester for both, but I can only talk about active matter. Yeah.
In the back reading questions.
So I don't know. This is cool. So if you were interested in getting to War Thunder, this interests you, but you don't know if you like the game yet. The game is out. It's been out for many, many years. But it is only the boats, planes, and ships and stuff like that you want to play. So if you want to try that, it is free to play on Steam. They have their own client, stuff like that. This is coming eventually. It is going to close beta soon. This is War Thunder for people who do not know. In fact, I'm going to bring this up on Steam. Do I have Steam still open? I do. War Thunder.
Sounded like you were going to break into a song there.
It kind of felt like that. So War Thunder is free to play. I have two friends that don't like it. Trium and... Okay. Obviously, there's an absolute shitload of DLC. Over $1,500 worth of DLC on Steam.
I'm sorry, how much?
$1,500.
Oh my
Again,
God.
Because it is a free-to-play game, you can just buy tanks. You can just buy your ships. You can buy your boats. Whatever.
So...
Or you can earn it by playing.
DLC is just tanks.
It's just like unlocks. Like, you can unlock this now, or you could just play the game. Because it is a free-to-play game, I have no problem with them doing this because, again,
Wow.
Warframe does the same thing.
I'm not saying I have a problem with that. I just think that's like a lot of DLC right there.
It's a lot of DLC, yeah.
I mean, again, Warframe probably does similar, but holy shit, that's a lot of DLC.
If they were actually stealing secrets, the government would shut them down. Here's proof it's not a secret. Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, I want to point this out. From what I understand, War Thunder, the dev team is not actively stealing secrets. Their community is autistic enough to go scouring for this information. So,
right.
So yeah, if you're interested in the game, it is free to play. If you kind of like stuff like this, World of Tanks, World of Warships, Call of Duty, Battlefield 6, you know, hey, this is here. And I heard it's fantastic, so maybe I'll give it another shot.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we'll make a stream day of it.
Maybe.
Pretty sure Warframe is up there in cost if you were to buy everything. Yeah, exactly.
If you were to buy everything instead of or grind for it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the same thing here. It's like if you were to buy everything instead of grind for it, yeah. Gaijin is not stealing the secrets. The community is a bunch of actual soldiers who get into autistic fights and decide it's good to post these secrets in the forums. Yep. There's a reason War Thunder is both beloved and a meme. So, but you know, that actually says something about the community. It's like when their community is so autistic to just get that into it, it says something. They are why I cannot play it. Also fair.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, chat, that's it.
That's it?
That is it. Let me double check just to be 100% certain.
That's why I'm not starting a new round. I think I'm done.
Oh wait, no. We're ending on this. We are 100% ending on this. Yeah. I forgot about this. 6 days ago, almost a week ago, Team Charity.
Oh right. We're getting DLC.
We're getting a DLC for Silksong next year.
So I already want to like start guessing where this DLC is going to be.
I already know where.
Oh, did they mention where it is?
No, but I've been paying attention to the cut content of Silksong because a lot of Hollow Knight and a lot of Silksong, because Silksong was a lot of cut content from the base Hollow Knight. So there's more cut content here. What we assume, what I think this is probably going to be, and they kind of go and say, oh, 2026 free for all players. This is free. This is a free expansion for the game.
Jeez.
What I think this is in the original game, in the original version that we didn't get, there was an area called Farloom Bay. Farloom Bay is kind of connected to Biowater.
Gosh, all right.
So that is probably where we are going. Some people have said that it might be near the Blast Steps as well. The Blasted Steps.
A lot of people don't know this, but there's a way for you to skip all of Biowater.
Yeah, there is.
A pretty damn easy way, actually.
People are gonna find out about that. Metroid player, like speedrunners and stuff like that, are very equally as autistic. They will find ways to skip content.
It like sort of makes you wonder if that was intentional.
I'm sure some of it might be.
Just like the fact that you can throw down that spear and destroy the bridge, and it makes you easily like run up that. I'm just like, because like what's funny is
Mako, please hush. Still haven't finished it. Please be mindful of spoilers. Yes, we have people here who have not finished Silksong. Please, no spoilers, including Akko.
It's been like 3 months though.
Magma is still playing it. Dylan has yet to play it. Please be respectful to those in chat, Akko.
All right, fine.
Thank you. I only mentioned Biowater because that is an area. I do not mention what is there. But this is not the only information of Hollow Knight we got. There was a holiday article from Team Cherry about this. Hiya everyone, with Hollow Knight Silksong's launch year coming to a close, we wanted to take a moment and share a peek at what we've been working on, what's available now, and what's coming in 2026. Firstly, and more importantly, we wanted to say a huge thank you to all the players who braved Silksong's distant and dangerous lands. That's over 7 million of you who've purchased the game, alongside millions more playing on Xbox Game Pass. It's a truly staggering number of players, more than we could have ever expected, enough to crash all the storefronts. Watching the community grow and seeing the amazing art, the mods, and unexpected strategies and the support between players through the game's challenges has been hugely rewarding for us here at home. Your continued enthusiasm remains a massive motivator as we work towards expanding the game even further. That first big expansion is already well underway. Check out the teaser below for a hint at what's coming up next. New areas, bosses, tools, and more. Hornet's adventures continue in our nautically themed expansion, coming free for all players next year. We'll keep further details secret for now, but expect additional info shortly before Sea of Sorrow releases. Alongside Silksong's continued development, we haven't forgotten about its sibling. And today we're excited to announce that we're hard at work on an updated version of Hollow Knight for the Nintendo Switch 2. Hollow Knight's Nintendo Switch 2 edition incorporates all the updates and enhancements that Silksong received on the platform, high frame rate modes, higher resolutions, and many additional graphical effects. As with Silksong, players who own a copy of Hollow Knight on the Nintendo Switch will be able to download the new Switch 2 edition for free when it launches in 2026. In preparation for that release, we'll be updating all versions of the original game with current platforms, adding features and fixing bugs. PC players can experience many of those updates right now via the public beta branches on Steam and GOG, where they've just gone live. That includes a full 16:10 and 21:9 aspect ratio support for those of you with Steam Decks or ultra-wide monitors. Check out the current list of fixes and improvements here, with more due to come before full release next year. And for the final surprise to celebrate Silksong's release, our talented mate Alex Colvin at Studio Tito and our friends at Fangamer have prepared an all-new series of minifigures depicting Hornet, her friends, and her rivals. We get a little flea! These stylish little cuties are available for pre-order right now, either individually or as a complete set. Jump over to Fangamer to check them out alongside other classy Silksong merch. Beyond Fangamer's excellent items, the Hollow Knight game's also popping up in various sales across the holiday break. Keep an eye out to grab a discounted copy, whether that's for a friend, a fan member, or for yourself. That's it. But for a tiny team, that feels like a lot. And we've even more plans for 2026 that we're keeping under wraps. For now, though, Team Cherry will be taking a few weeks to rest and prepare before the big year to come. Happy holidays, Team Cherry.
Cool stuff.
So yeah, we're getting a new expansion, which again, we kind of figured. If I had to give a kind of guesstimate on when this is coming, I'm going to go with March or April.
At Mercenarix 21,
if we're following along the same release pattern of the first Hollow Knight, that's around...
Silksong crashed not only the
actually,
storefronts, it also crashed the
like, what, 6-7 months?
delivery app for most of the day until DoorDash could get its act together.
Did you see that limited run games that sold for 2.7 million?
Yes.
No, but I did see that people are finally getting their Sonic X Shadow Generations collector's editions from limited run, and they're awful.
I did see that they're getting sued, and I'm okay with that. I think they should be sued.
Indeed. And with that, chat, we are actually done with Dogwave now.
Mercenary, thank you for the 5. Silksong crashed not only storefronts, it also crashed the DoorDash delivery app for most of the day. DoorDash could get its act together. Yeah, probably because the storefront and DoorDash are probably on the same. They're probably on the same thing. I have no idea. But what I do know is self-hosting.
Indeed.
Speaking of self-hosting, oh fuck! Sorry, I'm just like trying to give myself a second burst so that I can get out of this chair in 5 minutes. I'm now self-hosting for Amal. I bought she bought a hard drive, and now I'm backing up stuff for her.
Hey.
Specifically, just because she already has like her own stuff that she's saving, but I'm the backup basically. I'm doing it as like pseudo messing around with the idea, and pseudo there is somebody else that I want to host later that is even bigger. I want to host a real business. Not gonna say who, but like if I can actually back up some of the stuff that they want me to back up, I am gonna take on a contract to host a business's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exciting. Sorry, again, I'm trying to like.
No, you're fine.
Trying to think hard on something that like my brain has already like loaded for the day because I had to come home. I had to reformat Amal's drive because it wasn't working, and I suspect that like something happened, but now it's working, thankfully. And she's gonna slowly start backing up her streams in the inactive hours.
Mm-hmm.
Why not an SSD? SSDs are stupidly fucking expensive. All right, here. I'm gonna look this up on my phone. I want to see. I want to see if you can even get a 12 terabyte SSD.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
SSD.
I'm sure they're also expensive.
A 12 terabyte. Oh, let's see here. I can't even find like the 2.5 inch ones on Amazon. You have to go specifically for an NVMe. All right. So 12 terabyte. I can't even find a 12 terabyte NVMe. Wow, that's crazy.
Akko's brain needs some reformatting soon. Akko's brain needs a break.
Dude, my whole body needs a break. Okay, the closest chat. All right, I bought, or no, I didn't buy it. Amal bought it, because I told her I would host it if she paid for part of the cost, and she did. The cost for Amal's hard disk drive for 12 terabytes was like on sale $170. Normally it's like 200, maybe 230. All right, and that's for a 12 terabyte hard disk drive, a 3.5. If you want an SSD, a Western Digital Black that doesn't go up to 12 terabytes is $800 for 8 terabytes. So, you know, if you want to go, all right, if you want to go with an NVMe SSD, that's fine. I'm not paying $800 for 8 terabytes, all right? I will pay couple $100 for 2 terabytes to plug into my computer for more games, but that's about it. Otherwise,
my
know,
PC has 6 terabytes in it.
You know,
and
yeah. No, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
All I'm saying is like, I understand. Like, listen. If you want long-term storage, which is what she's asking for, because I told her, I was like, you know, I'm getting this network storage device specifically because I want to back up my stuff, and eventually I'm going to buy my own 12 to 24 terabyte. I want a 24 terabyte, but they're like $500. But eventually I'm going to get one. And I told her, I was like, you know, I do think that people should back up their stuff. You won't have to pay me for the continued operating costs. You just have to buy the hard drive, send it to me, and once we can verify it works, which after formatting it works properly, you can just store your files on there. You just have to upload them in the inactive hours, and I won't charge you for them. And Victus, do not go with Seagate. Seagate is designed specifically to fail after a couple of years. Fuck Seagate. I'm going with Western Digital because I actually looked this up. Seagate has the highest failure rate. Western Digital has the lowest at 0.03, I believe. So I am going with Western Digital all the way.
Chat, I'm proud. I'm proud of Occo.
Western Digital all the way. Seagate has like the highest failure rate out of all hard disk drives. And what that means basically, means is within your first year of having a hard drive, all right, within your first year of having a hard drive, there is a certain percentage of failure rate, which is how many drives will fail within the first year. like I said, is a 0.03% failure rate for a Western Digital Red, or even higher. So that means that it's because like if it was 1%, that'd be like 1 out of every 100. Since it's 0.03, I think that's like, I can math. Let's see. It's over like 2,000 or 3,000. No, it's either 300 or 3,000 drives. 1 in every 3,000 drives will fail in its first year. It still works. I'm not saying it doesn't stop working. What I'm saying is Seagate has the highest level of problems that start happening. Like if you look inside a Seagate after a couple of years, it will have problems in it. So that's why I refuse to go with Seagate, because I had my laptop for multiple years. It had a Seagate drive in it. It started the drive started like having problems. We moved it over to a new hard drive. My computer was running way better. So Seagate sucks. Sorry, not sorry. I'm just right. Anyway, go ahead, Temp, because I'm gonna find somebody to raid.
Okay. Chat, if you like the content I produce, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord, as it is the best place to know when I go live. I will be back probably on Wednesday. We will see. If not Wednesday, then we are guaranteed back on for Friday with more Undertale. But the schedule will be going out tomorrow. Again, if you want to see the schedule, I post it to my Discord and I post it to Twitter. So if you want to see the schedule as well as the YouTube posts, so all three of those places, I highly recommend you subscribe on YouTube, join the Discord, and follow me over on Twitter for the best information on everything I do. Otherwise, if the plans are going as correct, we'll be doing Final Fantasy XIV, starting a fresh campaign on Wednesday. That might end up being an all-day thing. If not, we'll do it that night. Friday is Undertale. Saturday is more Abiotic. We are actually getting really close to finishing Abiotic Factor. So me and Magma will need to find something new, or I'll just need to find something new myself. I don't know. And then Sunday is Dogwave. What about you, Occo?
I might stream on Tuesday. We'll see. Dogwave, or not Dogwave. Hump Day on Tuesday. I think I have a lot of stuff I want to get done that day. Then I am streaming on Christmas Day. Depending on Wednesday night, whether or not I get my face cam, I will be doing a sponsored stream on either Tuesday or Wednesday. And then Thursday is, of course, Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if Under the Tea is happening. I'll have to ask Mizu because it is Christmas. That might be the one time where we skip Under the Tea because it's on Christmas.
And
face
chat,
cam? No. Listen, when face cam is in, it's going to be for the hands so that I can showcase what I'm opening. Because I have the thing right here. I have not opened it. I took off the cellophane, but like I have not opened it. And I need the face cam in order to get that thing to work. You will still won't be seeing my face.
So to give context for people who don't understand, this is so Occo can continue to use the model and have a hand cam.
Okay. I think I know.
Otherwise, who do you want to raid?
I'm giving people to Discordia.
Right. Well, we're gonna raid you all out to Discordia. Discordia is playing Arc Raiders.
Nobody on Kick that I follow is streaming.
Oh,
so.
I can't raid Discordia.
Why?
Discordia raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. So no Discordia.
Discordia might. What, on Twitch?
Twitch. I've raided Discordia in the past, so I don't know what's going on right now.
All right, well, I'll try. I've done it. You're just not special enough.
Clearly.
All right, chat. Have a good night.
No raid tonight.